What's up, world? Milkman, Millionaire Mission Milkman, Mr. Milktastic, coming back at you with another episode, splashing in the fishbowl. On today's episode, big truck shit. Yeah! We started today, baby. Let's get the day started. Fresh shower. You know what I'm saying? We just got that shower power. And if you know, then you know. Shower power ain't no joke. That's how you get everything gonna go. So, we got places to be, things to do, statue to deliver. We don't got no problems. I was just thinking, I don't owe nobody nothing. Don't nobody owe me nothing. And that is a good thing. To not owe nobody anything. And don't nobody owe me nothing. That is a good thing. Glad y'all, old subscribers, new subscribers, returning subscribers, day one subscribers. If you ain't subscribed, go on and subscribe. I appreciate all y'all subscribing. If you're coming alive, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right to it this morning. No sense in playing. Dear Lord, Father up in heaven, thank you for waking me up. Thank you for everything in Jesus' name. Thank you humbly. I continue to keep me safe from breakdowns, blowouts, accidents, harming anybody harm me, DOT, tickets, anything not of you, keep it away from me. In Jesus' name, I pray. That I get knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and instruction as I read your word. May the person listening get knowledge, wisdom, and instruction as I read your word. And also may they be encouraged to pick up your word and read it for themselves. In the case they're atheists or orphan and don't know that you're real and that you their father, I ask you to reveal yourself to them in Jesus' name. I pray, watch over my family, friends, my enemies. Keep that shine of mine straight. Keep that little baby straight, too. In Jesus' name, I pray these things because this is what matters to me. Hey, how you doing, family? You got to stay prayed up, you feel me? Prayer changes things, man. I just can't. I can't do it with the pain thing, man. I can't do it, bro. I can't be out here broken spirit. It dries up the bones. I don't want dry bones, okay? I want my bones to be refreshed. Yes, I want refreshing bones, not dry bones. Oh, we ain't get no snacks. We ain't got no sweets. I need to get some type of candy now. Goodness gracious, I ain't getting nothing sweet. Nothing at all. Nothing to snack on. I got some crackers, but you can't be just snacking on crackers. Yes, it'd be dry throat and choking. You heard me? Can't just be out here snacking on crackers. Gotta hang these towels up and all that good stuff, because you just can't have, you know what I'm saying, you can't fold up wet stuff and just have wet stuff everywhere. Can't have that. Gotta keep this thing together. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep it together. We done screw up the flow before we got up out of here. Didn't know you gotta do that. Let the rags dry too. You know what I mean? Clean up them ears real good. You know what I'm saying? Ooh-wee. What y'all got going on this morning? Y'all hit that like button for me. Millionaire Mission, Milkman, Mr. Milktastic. Out here splashing in the fishbowl. Oh, damn. I forgot we had purchased new rags. We went in with the old rag. We got new rags hanging up. I forgot all about them. Seems like we've been going pretty fast. No time to slow down. And I go back in there and get me some more ice and we out of here. Let's get to it. I can hear my mama now. Go on, baby, pop your shit. All right. All right, we on Proverbs 30. Proverbs 30. What's going on? What's going on? Allah, Allah. Allah, Adu, Akbar, Allah. Are you a Muslim? If you a Muslim, why don't y'all believe Jesus is the Son of God? Why y'all just think he a prophet and not the Son of God also? Okay. Proverbs chapter 30, words of Agar. The words of Agar, the son of Jaki, the oracle. What in the world is the oracle? First scripture, and I'm like, what? Oracle. Okay, we're going to read the little definitions that be at the bottom of the Bible. When you go to Bible, sometimes they have references that explains farther on the passage. We want to know what the oracle means in the Bible. So it says, 31, this word is often used as a prophet. This word is often used of a prophet and can be translated burden for its weighty character as a divine word or prophecy. Ithil and Ukal. Agar addresses his wisdom perhaps to his favorite pupils as Luke to Theophilus. Okay. So the word of Agar, the son of Jakah, the oracle. The man declared to Ethel and Ukal, surely, and I guess Ethel and Ukal is his pupils. So that's who Agar talking to. Surely I am more stupid than any man, and I do not have understanding of man, neither have I learned wisdom, nor do I have knowledge of the Holy One, who has ascended into heaven and descended, who has gathered the wind in his fist, who has wrapped the waters in his garment, who has established all the ends of the earth. What is his name, or his son's name? Surely you know. Every word of God is tested. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. Do not add to his words, or he will reprove you, and you will be proved a liar. 2 things I asked of you. Do not refuse me before I die. Keep deception and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is my portion, that I not be full and deny you and say, who is the Lord? Or that I not be in want and steal and profane the name of my God. Do not slander a slave to his master, or he will curse you and you will be found guilty. There is a kind of man who curses his father and does not bless his mother. There is a kind who is pure in his own eyes, yet is not washed from his filthiness. There is a kind, oh how lofty his eyes. There is a kind, oh how lofty are his eyes, and his eyelids are raised in arrogance. There is a kind of man whose teeth are like swords, and his jaw teeth like knives, to devour the afflicted from the earth, and the needy from among men. The leech has 2 daughters. Give, give. There are 3 things that will not be satisfied, 4 that will not say enough. Sheol and the barren womb, earth that is never satisfied with water, and fire that never says enough. The eyes that mock a father and scorns a mother, the ravens of the valley will pick it out, and the young eagles will eat it. There are 3 things which are too wonderful for me, 4 which I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship in the middle of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wrong. Under 3 things the earth quakes, and under 4 it cannot bear up. Under a slave when he becomes king. Let me get this clock started because we finna skedaddle. Yeah, we gotta run. We gotta go. My bad, y'all. Stop right in the middle of the reading. But y'all cool. Y'all can replay. You know what I'm saying? 4 things which I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship in the middle of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wrong. Under 3 things the earth quakes, and under 4 it cannot bear up. Under a slave when he becomes king, and a fool when he is satisfied with food, under an unloved woman when she gets a husband, and a maidservant when she supplants her mistress. Four things are small on the earth, but they are exceedingly wise. The ants are not a strong people, but they prepare their food in the summer. The Shepnen are not mighty people, yet they make their houses in the rocks. The locusts have no king, yet all of them go out in ranks. The lizards you may grasp with your hand, yet it is in kings' palaces. There are three things which are stately in their march. Four, which are stately when they walk. The lion which is mighty among beasts and does not retreat before any. The strutting rooster, the male goat, also, and a king when his army is with him. If you have been foolish in exalting yourself, or if you have plotted evil, put your hand on your mouth, for the churning of milk produces butter, and pressing the nose brings forth blood. So the churning of anger produces strife. That was Proverbs chapter 30. Like I told y'all, I got to get down the road. You heard me? I actually know how to get the butter from the duck. Hit me up and I'll tell you about it. I found out how to get the butter from the duck. I've been getting the butter from the duck all this time. And can't wait to get some more butter out the duck. Get in. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. Oh my gosh. Yes, we need to wipe this expeditiously. Because all that coughing and hawking, what you think going on? You know what I'm saying? How about I found the song that I forgot I had even made? That's crazy that you make so much music you forgot you made it. I forgot I even made the song. Let alone it's a jamming ass song. I forgot I even made it. Like, oh, I did make that song, didn't I? How did I forget it? I don't know. Maybe it was DistroKid, the platform that I got my music through. Maybe it was they the reason I forgot it. Maybe they're the reason I forgot it, because sometimes I like to make them suckers wait, because they got me paying and I got to take all my music offline, because I ain't got it set up the right way. I got to take it all offline. All the fucking music I got online, I got to take it offline, because I ain't set it up right. But you can still type in Milktastic right now and pull up some of my music. Please believe it, you can still pull it up right now to this day. All right, let's get this together so we know where we going, why we going, what we doing, how we doing, what we doing. Woo, we gotta have that boy in a comfortable position when you for the ride for a long time, you heard me? Can't just be not comfortable. We could have worked it out, but I guess things change. And someone no longer involved. And just like that, we on that.
Head south toward County Road 1760 North.
To highlighted route.
He is on our way. Y'all want to hear that song I say I found that I forgot I had? I'm gonna let y'all listen to that thing. Y'all let me know what y'all think, if y'all like it or not or what. You know what I'm saying? I had done forgot we had this thing in the cut. Come on now. As soon as I pick up the phone, they want to talk.
Hey, bend it over, bust it open for a real nigga. She be drinking C-Mama, some pussy feel different. See, when it's brick by brick, that shit feel different. Look baby, look like a brick house, that shit feel different. Hey, do it fast and slow with it, baby, touch your toes with it. She done hit the floor with it, I done threw a whole fit. Who them niggas money? Luckily, I bought my pole with me. Hey, fuck with Tony, nigga, ugly for show, nigga. Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me put that phone away, she won't be focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin, got it soaking, homie. My dick so thick it got her pussy wide open for me. I pay for ass shots and now it's side poking on them. And now these rappers all of a sudden wanna focus on them. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. I'm getting money, touching keys just like Stevie Wonder. Can't see no hater, no these niggas wanna see me fumble. My money coming in hundreds and make these bitches want us. Now make that ass clap. If she say see on her period, tell her take my ass back. Acting bougie like a booty Judy when it's really flat. I forgot what her name was. Asthma attack. Now slow motion for me.
You know she like riding boy, she the coach, buddy. Doing everything it takes to be the MVP. Said ain't no wrong hole when she round me. It's going down, G.
Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me put that phone away, she won't be focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin.
God drinking with a splash of the cherry in the middle. She a bad little thing, fat, sit in the middle. Like light skin, brown skin, dark and white. I don't give a fuck, get it on tonight. I be on some other shit when I'm out with a bitch. I ain't trying to hear the talking, I'll suck on the dick. You can buy clothes, bitch, it's $1 million a mission. And I gotta get this money, hope you hoes listen.
I like it like that. I like it like that, shout.
Bust it open for me, bust it open for me, bust it open for me, go on, bust it open for me.
I like it like that. I like it like that, shout.
Bust it open for me, bust it open
Get the ice. We out of here. We got ice. That's good enough. Have to be good enough. We ain't doing no extra ice. Forget that. Freak that. We out of here. Let's go. Gotta get the day started. Let's get this party started. Going harder and harder. Ha 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 ha. I could trip, but I won't trip. I got something beneficial. Scammers be scamming early. They just wake up scamming. Like, yeah, have you heard about this new government? Nigga, if the government was giving out money, everybody would have heard about it. Ain't no secret, nigga. Like how you just the only one know about it.
Bend it over, bust it open for a real nigga. She be drinking C-Mama, her pussy feel different. See, when it's brick by brick, that shit feel different. Little baby look like a brick house, that shit feel different. Hey, do it fast and slow with it, baby, touch your toes with it. She done hit the floor with it, I done threw a whole fit. Who them niggas looking? Luckily, I bought my pole with it. Hey, fuck with Tony, nigga, ugly for show, nigga. Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me put that phone away, she won't be focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin, got it soaking, homie. My dick so thick it got her pussy wide open for me. I pay for ass shots and now it's side poking on them. And now these rappers all of a sudden wanna focus on it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. I'm getting money, touching keys just like Stevie Wonder. Can't see no hater, no these niggas wanna see me fumble. My money coming in hundreds and make these bitches want us. Now make that ass clap. If she say see on her period, tell her take my ass back. Acting bougie like a booty Judy when it's really flat. I forgot what her name was. Asthma attack. Now slow motion for me.
You know she like riding boy, she the coach, buddy. She doing everything it takes to be the MVP. She said ain't no wrong hole when she round me. It's going down, G.
Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me put that phone away, she won't be focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin.
God drinking with a splash of the cherry in the middle. She a bad little thing, fat, sit in the middle. Like light skin, brown skin, dark and white. I don't give a fuck, we can get it on tonight. I be on some other shit when I'm out with a bitch. I ain't trying to hear the talking, I'll suck on a dick. You can buy clothes, bitch, it's $1 million a mission. And I gotta get this money, hope you hoes is listening.
I like it like that. I like it like that, shout.
Bust it open for me, bust it open for me, bust it open for me, go on, bust it open for me.
I like it like that. I like it like that.
Bust bust it open for me. Bust it open for me, gon' bust it open for me like. You know, Super Bowl shit. Hey. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustlers, ain't all the hustlers, it's a big broken on your dick, let me stick it in the fence, hell no, we gon' ball, candy paint 30 inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it, if you working on the 5 pull overtime just to survive, still be alive, what's the move for the paper, What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's mobbing all over the floor. I'm turned up in my shows. And everywhere we go, we connect with the city. You know I got them country boys with me. We're connected with the souls. Asians, Jamaicans, Cubans, Mexicans, and every other race I connect with. Motec, big DJs worldwide. Play my shit, so what you wanna be a hater, bitch? I'ma play a bitch, regulator, bitch. I'ma come straight through your hood on some fucking hater shit. And I'm linking out with whoever trying to get this paper, bitch. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustlers, ain't all the hustlers, it's a big broken on your dick, let me stick it in the fence, hell no, we gon' ball, candy paint 30 inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it.
Let's eat.
Working on the 5 pull overtime just to survive, still be alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta be alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's gotta be fly, gotta get fly. Can't tell you why ladies always gon' love on that guy with that bankroll. So fuck what you think, bro. I'm about to go bankroll. But this is my bankroll. I'm blowing up like bankroll. It's hard work to pay it off, and I am so grateful for everything I've been blessed with. No devil can take this. I make hits like I'ma make you Chris in the kitchen. A quick fix, a good shit, I have you for a minute while you run around and get it. Play in condition, and I will not stop until I can't go cash in. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustlers, ain't all the hustlers, it's a big broken on your dick, let me stick it in the fence, hell no, we gon' ball, candy paint 30 inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it, if you working on the 5, what's the move for the paper, what's the move for the, let's get it. No Super Bowl shit. Hey. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustlers, ain't all the hustlers, it's a big broken on your dick, let me stick it in the fence, hell no, we gon' ball, candy paint 30 inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it, if you working on the 5 pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive, what's the move for the paper, What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's mobbing all over the floor. I'm turned up in my shows. And everywhere we go, we connect with the city. You know I got them country boys with me. We're connected with the souls. Asians, Jamaicans, Cubans, Mexicans, and every other race I connect with. Motec, bitch, DJs worldwide. Play my shit, so what you wanna be a hater, bitch? I'ma play a bitch, regulator, bitch. I'ma come straight through your hood on some fucking hater shit. And I'm linking out with whoever trying to get this paper, bitch. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustlers, ain't all the hustlers, it's a big broken on your dick, let me stick it in the fence, hell no, we gon' ball, candy paint 30 inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working on the 5 pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's gotta be fly, gotta get fly. Can't tell you why ladies always gon' love on that guy with that bankroll. So fuck what you think, bro. I'm about to go bankroll. And this is my bankroll. I'm blowing up like bankroll. It's hard work to pay it off, and I am so grateful for everything I've been blessed with. No devil can take this. I make hits like I'ma make you Chris in the kitchen. A quick fix, a good shit. I have you for a minute while you running around and get it. Really in the vision, and I will not stop until I can't go cash in. For the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustlers, ain't all the hustlers, it's a big broken on your dick, let me stick it in the fence, hell no, we gon' ball, candy paint 30 inch wheels and all. all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you're working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive. Still stay alive. Bust a move for the paper. Bust a move for the paper. Bust a move to survive. Gotta stay alive. Bust a move for the paper. Bust a move for the paper. Let's get it. You know, Super Bowl shit. Hey. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustle, get all the muscle, it's a beat broken on your dick, looking sick in the mix, hell no, we don't ball, candy paint 30-inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you're working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive, bust a move for the paper. Bust a move for the paper. Bust a move to survive. Gotta stay alive. Bust a move for the paper. Bust a move for the paper. Let's mobbing all over the floor. I'm turned up in my soul. And everywhere we go, we connect with the city. You know I got the country boys with me. We're connected with the Zoes. Asians, Jamaicans, Cubans, Mexican, and every other race I connect with. Motec, bitch, DJs worldwide. Play my shit, so what you wanna be a hater, bitch? I'ma play a bitch, regulator, bitch. I'ma come straight through your hood on some fucking hater shit. And I'm linking out with whoever trying to get this paper, bitch. From the city of the go get it, hustle, get all the muscle, it's a beat broken on your dick, looking sick in the mix, hell no, we don't ball, candy paint 30-inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you're working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive, bust a move for the paper, bust a move for the paper, bust a move to survive, gotta stay alive, bust a move for the paper.
You know how sometimes you be coming through construction and it's cars up ahead, so it's like really no reason to rush. But some people just like, and I'm a slow driver when I'm in traffic. Like I let y'all all jump in front of me because I don't see the point in being bumper to bumper with people seeing clearly that I'm not going any goddamn where. So with that being said, I'm the type to take my time in traffic and let everybody go because I don't want to rush and keep having to hit my brakes. I'd rather just roll at a slow pace, but this damn vehicle in front of me, the speed limit is 55, we're in construction. This motherfucker doing 45, bro, what the fuck? I understand cautious and safety, my nigga, but come on, man. Do it 55 at least, brother. There's nobody in front of you. Ice cold water is so refreshing. Oh my gosh, I just love some ice cold water. It's a problem, it's a motherfucking problem.
Bust a move for the paper. Bust a move for the paper. Bust a move to survive. Gotta stay alive. Bust a move for the paper. Bust a move for the paper. Let's mobbing all over the floor. I'm turned up in my soul. And everywhere we go, we connect with the city. You know I got the country boys with me. We're connected with the Zoes. Asians, Jamaicans, Cubans, Mexican, and every other race I connect with. Motec, bitch, DJs worldwide. Play my shit, so what you wanna be a hater, bitch? I'ma play a bitch, regulator, bitch. I'ma come straight through your hood on some fucking hater shit. And I'm linking up with whoever trying to get this paper, bitch. From the city of the go get it, hustle, get all the muscle, it's a beat broken on your dick, looking sick in the mix, hell no, we don't ball, candy paint 30-inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you're working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive, bust a move for the paper, bust a move for the paper, bust a move to survive, gotta stay alive, bust a move for the paper.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, these ladies that be out here on this construction, yeah, the ones that just be standing around, yeah, they got it sweet. Cause they ain't operating no machines basically. I wonder what the hell they be doing. Like, they be out here milking the clock, cause they know the man gonna be like, we'll do it. She got the job, but she can't really do too much. Cause all the men just keep telling her, we got it. That's a sweet job, huh? Think about it, that's sweet. When I see most females out here on this construction, they don't be working. They be just like standing there looking at the shit. Because most of the men probably be like, yeah, don't worry about it, we got it, we'll take care of it, we do it. So yeah, I guess that's a sweet job, but remember, you're in the elements, boy. But I guess not, because if it's raining or snowing, they ain't gonna be out here doing construction and shit. They have to shut it down for the day. But yeah, I think females that work construction are basically milking the clock, because they not gonna do nothing very like, that call full of
working out the Bible, overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? That's smiling all over the floor. And never went before with the head with the cheese.
What I need, a lot of checks. Yes. More respect. More bills. Paid. More bills, getting paid. You talk, get sprayed. Like what? That grade. Take out everything. Oh, that's who messing up the ground. He started digging up the ground and shit. Chopping that shit up, too.
And ain't no job, but still getting to it. If you working on the 5 overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper?
I guess construction be a lot of standing around waiting for the damn equipment too.
Gotta be fly, gotta get fly. Can't tell you why ladies always gonna love on that guy with that bankroll. So fuck what you think, bro. I'm about to go bankroll. My bankroll, I'm blowing up like bankroll. It's hard work to pay it all back. I also grateful for everything I go get it, hustle, get out the muscle, is a big broken on the dick, sick in the bitch. Hell no, it's on ball. 30 years with us now. No job, working out the 5 overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's get it.
Yo, I beat it over, bust it over for a real nigga. She be drinking C-Mos, her pussy feel different. See, when it brick by brick, that shit feel different. Lil' baby look like a brick house, that shit feel different. Ain't do it fast and slow with it, baby, touch your toes with it. She done hit the flow with it, I done threw a hole fit. Who them niggas running? Luckily, I brought my pole with me. Hey, fuck with Tony, nigga, ugly for show, nigga. Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty hit me way, gonna stroke for me. She told me to put that phone away, she want me focused on him. She chocolate and she but I know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin, got it soaking home. My dick so thick, it got a pussy wide open for me. I pay for ass shots and now a size poking on them. And now these rappers all of a sudden wanna focus on it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. I'm getting money, touching keys just like Stevie Wonder. Can't see no hater, no these niggas wanna see me fumble. My money coming in hundreds and make these bitches want us. Now make that ass clap. She say see on her period, tell her take her ass back. Acting bougie like a booty Judy when it's really flat. I forgot what her name was. Attack. I slow motion for me.
You know she like riding boy, she the coach buddy. She doing everything and take a beat in every She said ain't no wrong home when she round me. It's going down, G.
Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty hit me way, gonna struggle for me. She told me to put that phone away, she want me focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin.
Dark chocolate with a splash of a cherry in the middle. She a bad little thing, fat, sit in the middle. Like light skin, brown skin, dark and white. I don't give a fuck, we can get it on tonight. I be on some other shit when I'm out with a bitch. I ain't trying to hear the talking, I don't suck on a dick. Keep your eye closed, bitch. It's a million a mission, and I gotta get this money. Hope you hoes listening.
I like it like that. I like it like that, yo.
Bust it open for me. Bust it open for me. Bust it open for me. Go and bust it open for me.
I like it like that. I like it like that, son.
Bust it open for me. Bust it open for me. Bust it open for me. Go and bust it open for me.
Yo, hey, beat it over, bust it over for a real nigga. She be drinking C-Mos, her pussy feel different. See, when it's brick by brick, that shit feel different. Little baby look like a brick house, that shit feel different. Hey, do it fast and slow with it, baby, touch your toes with it. She done hit the floor with it, I done threw a hole with it. Who them niggas mugging? Luckily, I brought my pole with me. Hey, fuck with Tony, nigga, ugly. Show, nigga, not slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me to put that phone away, she want me focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin, got it soaking, homie. My dick so thick it got a pussy wide open for me. I pay for ass shots and now it's size poking on them. And now these rappers all of a sudden wanna focus on it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. I'm getting money, touching keys just like Stevie Wonder. Can't see no hater, know these niggas wanna see me fumble. My money coming in hundreds and make these bitches bonus. Now make that ass clap. She say see on her period, tell her take her ass back. Acting bougie like a booty Judy when it's really flat. I forgot what her name was. Attack. Now slow motion for me.
You know she like riding bullshit and coaches, buddy. She doing everything it take to be the MVP. She said ain't no wrong hole when she round me. It's going down, G.
Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna struggle for me. She told me put that phone away, she want me focused on her. She chocolate. Yeah, she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin.
Dark chocolate with a splash of a cherry in the middle. She a bad little thing, fat, sit in the middle. Like light skin, brown skin, dark and white. I don't give a fuck, we can get it on tonight. I be
Yo, hey, beat it over, bust it over for a real nigga. She be drinking C-Mos, her pussy feel brick by brick, that shit feel different. Little baby look like a brick house, that shit feel different. Hey, do it fast and slow with it, baby, touch your toes with it. She done hit the floor with it, I done threw a hole with it. Who them niggas mugging? Luckily, I brought my pole with me. Hey, fuck with Tony, nigga, ugly for show, nigga. Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me to put that phone away, she want me focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin, got it soaking, homie. My dick so thick it got a pussy wide open for me. I pay for ass shots and now it's size poking on them. And now these rappers all of a sudden wanna focus on it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. I'm getting money, touching keys just like Stevie Wonder. Can't see no hater, know these niggas wanna see me fumble. My money coming in hundreds and make these bitches bonus. Now make that ass clap. She say see on her period, tell her take her ass back. Acting bougie like a booty Judy when it's really flat. I forgot what her name was. Attack. Now slow motion for me.
You know she like riding bullshit and coaches, buddy. She doing everything it take to be the MVP. She said ain't no wrong hole when she round me. It's going down, G.
Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me me to put that phone away. She want me focused on her. She chocolate, yeah, she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy. I can eat that pussy like a diamond.
Dark chocolate with a splash of a cherry in the middle. She a bad little thing, fat, sit in the middle. Like light skin, brown skin, dark and white. I don't give a fuck, we can get it on tonight. I be on some other shit when I'm out with a bitch. I ain't trying to hit her talking, hoe suck on a dick. Keep your eye closed, bitch, it's a million a mission. And I gotta get this money, hope you hoes is listening. Oh,
Shit, I like it like that. I like it like that, shout.
bust it open for me, bust it open for me, bust it open for me, gon' bust it open for me.
I like it like that. I like it like that, shout.
Bust it open for me, bust it open for me, bust it open for me, gon' bust it open for me. Like, oh.
You know, some bullshit. Hey,
From the city of the go-go, hustle on me, all the muscle, it's a big broken on the dick, looking sick in the fence. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's go. All over the flow. I'm too turned up in my shows. And everywhere we go, we connect with the city. You know I got the country boys with me. What's the nigga with the zones? Asian, Jamaicans, Cubans, Mexican, and every other race I connect with. Mochase, bitch, DJs worldwide. Play my shit, so what you wanna be a hater, bitch? I'ma play a bitch, regulator, bitch. I'ma call straight through your hood on some fucking hater shit. And I'm leading up with whoever trying to get this paper, bitch. From the city of the go-go, get it, hustle, all the muscle, it's a big broken on the dick, looking sick in the fence. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's gotta be fly, gotta get fly. Can't tell you why ladies always gonna love on that guy with that bankroll. So fuck what you think, bro. I'm about to go bankrolls and get big my bankroll. I'm blowing up like bankroll. This hard work to pay it off, and I am so grateful for everything I've been blessed with. No devil can take this. I make hits like I'm making Chris in the kitchen, a quick fix, a good shit. I had you for a minute while you running around the city. Really in the vision, and I will not stop until I can't go cash in. From the city of the go-go, hustle, getting all the muscle, it's a big broken on the dick, looking sicker than the bitch. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's get it.
know, some bullshit. Hey.
From the city of the go-go, hustle, all the muscle, it's a big broken on the dick, looking sicker than the fence. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's mountain all over the floor. I'm turned up in my shows. And everywhere we go, we connect with the city. You know I got the country boys with me. What's the nigga with the zones? Asian, Jamaicans, Cubans, Mexican, and every other race I connect with. Mochase, bitch, DJ worldwide. Play my shit, so what you wanna be a hater, bitch? I'ma play a bitch, regulator, bitch. I'ma call straight through your hood on some fucking hater shit. And I'm linking up with whoever trying to get this paper, bitch. From the city of the go-go, get it, hustle, all the muscle, it's a big broken on the dick, looking sicker. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's a move for the paper? What's a move for the paper? What's a move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's a move for the paper? What's a move for the paper? Let's gotta be fly, gotta get fly. Can't tell you why ladies always gon' love on that guy with that bankroll. So fuck what you think, bro. I'm about to go bankroll, but this is my bankroll. I'm blowing up like bankroll. It's hard work to pay it off, and I am so grateful for everything I've been blessed with. No devil can take this. I make it like I'm making grits in the kitchen. A big piece of this shit. I had you for a minute while you running around and get it. Million condition, and I will not stop until I can't go cash in. From the city of the go get it, hustler, hustler, be broken on the dick, sicker than the bitch. Hell no, it's on ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's get it.
Shit. Yeah.
She's sexy, she's so sexy. She's smart, she bad. She want fun, but I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She's sexy, so sexy. She's smart, she bad. She want fun, I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She go to school. Work for Sonic, shouted going ham, God honest. She learned to hustle in the hood, it ain't no need for phonics. She all about the currents, electronics. She a baker, she make her own dope. Keep money, now she rocking diamonds like a light show. The way she chase the money, you would think her money low. Cause shawty chase the money down stupid, like a heavy coat. Yeah. Plus she go to school, she pay tuition, now she pay her bills, that's what women do. She a real woman, she so independent, she ain't caring about the bank rolls that a nigga spending. She got her own Kanye West, Jamie Foxx, and Webbing made about the song. All she know is getting to that chick, she singing money, it don't make her come, but it get her wet. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She want fun, but I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She want fun, I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. Get it from her mama. Stay on go mode, no slow mo. She get it from the streets. Make sure it was deep. Long nights with no sleep. Tell the soapy woman that night. Making more cake late night. Got a lot of friends, but most all of them died. Say that ain't what she like. Say she the real one of her life. I'm the one that she told, but I'm always on the road with my Florida waves, those study nose, 5 paper route. Now I'm paper down. Ain't working like a no slave. Put hustle all on my grave. Everything got paid. On the back road with the backwoods, going through the trenches from the top spot to the naked hustle, watching naked women down off the muscle. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She want fun, but I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She want fun. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She's sexy, so it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She go to school, she working Sonic. Shawty going hammer, God honor. She learned to hustle in the hood, it ain't no need for phonics. She all about the currency, electronics. She a baby, she make her own dough. Get your money, now she rockin' diamonds like a light show. The way she chase the money, you would think her money low. Cause Shawty chase the money down stupid, like a henny coat. Yeah. Plus she go to school, she pay tuition, and she pay her bills. That's what women do. She a real woman. She so independent, she ain't care about the bank rolls that a nigga spending. No code. She got her own Kanye West, Jamie Foxx, and Webbie made up on the song. All she know is getting to that chick. She sending money, it don't make her come, but it get her wet. She bad, she sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. Get it from a mama. Stay on go mode, no slow mo. She get it from the streets. Make sure it never feel. Long night, no sleep. Turn the super woman at night. Make him okay late night. Got a lot of friends, but most all of them died. Say they ain't what she like. Say she really want her life. I'm the one that she knows, but I'm always on the road with my Florida wig and study nose by the paper route. Now I'm paper down. Ain't working like I'm no slave. Put hustle all in my grave. Everything got paid. On the back roads with the backwoods, wanna put on trenches from the top spot to the naked hustle, watching naked women all about the muscle. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She go to school. Working Sonic, Shawty going hammer, God honor. She learned to hustle in the hood, it ain't no need for phonics. She all about the currency, electronics. She a baby, she make her own dough. Get your money, now she rockin' diamonds like a light show. The way she chase the money, you would think her money low. Cause Shawty chase the money down stupid, like a henny coat. Yeah. Plus she go to school, she pay tuition, and she pay her bills. That's what women do. She a real woman. She so independent, she ain't care about the bank rolls that a nigga spending. No code. She got her own Kanye West, Jamie Foxx, and Webbie made up on the song. Don't make her come, but it get her wet. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. Drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, she smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she when she hit the stand. Mama, they don't go more, no slow motion. Big bucks breeze, no sure go with me. Long nights, no sleep. Tell the superwoman at night, make them okay late night. Got a lot in there. All them dice. Say they ain't what she like. Cause she the real one of life.
They got the rolling thing where they, they had a sign rolling telling you going to left one end. This stupid nigga ride side by side. Yeah, pass the shit. What is he doing? Pass is good right now. Pass good.
When she drop it, when she hit the stand. She smart, she bad. She want a thousand. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stand. Big mama, they don't go more, no slow motion. Big bucks reach, make sure it go with me. Long nights, no sleep. Tell the superwoman at night, make them okay late night. Got a lot of friends, but most all them dice. They ain't what she like, cause she the real one of her life. I'm the one that she told, but I'm always on the road. With my floataways and fluffy nose, got paper round. Now I'm paper down. Ain't working like no slave. Hustle all of my grave. Everything got paid. On the back road, backwoods, on the field train, from the crop spot to the nigga hustle, watch the nigga one side off the bus. She's smart, she bad. She want I like the way she drop it when she hit the stand. She's smart, she bad. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stand.
Rolling, ripping, and running. Beating up the road cause I gotta get this money. And beating up the road cause I gotta get this money. Rocking and rolling, ripping and running. Beating up the road cause I gotta get this money. Beating up the road cause I gotta get this money. I'm a big truck driver. Got 18 wheelers, bitch, I move like MacGyver. Internet out. All these different states, man, I gotta get this cake. Hit the like button while your ass just wait. Looking at a nigga like the hit. Is you over here? Working for Satan? I'm all had to proclaim. Jesus Christ is Lord. All double Jesus. Devious, gotta leave. Hit the like button if you wanna see a nigga like me achieve $1 million in the bank. Fuck what you think, it is what it ain't, nigga. Getting to the cheese, getting to the chicken, getting to the beef, bitches. Tighten up in the kitchen, you can't even cook. What the fuck? Tighten up in the kitchen, you can't even cook. What the fuck? That shit don't taste good. That shit don't look good. You must be not raised up in the hood, cause most hood chicks know how to cook some good shit. That shit look like slop. That shit look like I'll never eat it. Pop. Why is this truck slowing down? Why they got us going 45 now? I don't see construction going down, but they telling the nigga slow it down. That's a setup for a ticket. They be on some bullshitting. Sucking on the titty, digging in the kitty. Sucking on the titty, digging in the kitty. You know that should be good. And I don't feel right if she don't come. Gotta make it come. And I don't feel right if I don't get me none. Before I hit the road, before I get gone. A lot of shit been going on. Motherfuckers in my home. What the fuck is going on? I gotta get my mind right. So I can take flight, looking at this shit here in hindsight. I did a lot of wrong, but I'ma get this shit right. Looking at it in hindsight, I did a lot of wrong, but I'ma get my mind right. Cause God bless a nigga with another episode, so I gotta get it right. Nigga standing on my toes, 10 toes down. When I move around, I'm putting shit down. I don't fuck around. Gotta get it, and I gotta get it now. Ain't no sense of waiting, fuck whoever hating. This bitch is working for Satan. Ain't no sense of waiting, fuck whoever hating. The bitch is working for Satan. I'm working for God. I know I'm gonna win in the end. Struggling when you begin and start to do this and do that. You say you gonna get right and get yourself on track. Here come the devil with bullshit, trying to throw you back on track. Don't let the bitch get that. Don't let that bitch throw you off track. Fuck on them devils. Don't let that bitch throw you off track. Fuck all them devils. That be your fact. Don't let them devils throw you off track. Fuck all them devils. That be your fact. Keep the prayers up. Keeping them prayers up. Keeping your head up and getting your bread up. I know you fed up of the struggle bus. Every week, check. Like, what the fuck? Bills coming, them bitches won't stop running. Got a nigga gunning. They keep closing the right lane. What the hell going on with them? Must be nothing, cause the road still right there's a bitch. Feel like a roller coaster all around the shit. But I'm steady tracking it. And I'm like, man, fucking it. Niggas steady tracking it. Catch me out here. You be mean mugging, bitch. You need to put a smile on your face. I be wild in the place. Bitch, put a smile on your face. Time for the hate. Bitch, put a smile on your face. I ain't got time to hate. A nigga gotta find the cake. I'm grinding today. So I ain't got time to wait. I'm grinding today. I ain't got no time to wait. I don't care about motherfuckers hating. Motherfuckers hating, then they working for Satan. I work for my Father in heaven. He made everything. The number is 7. It's lucky to say. I don't believe it. I'm blessed every day that I wake up and say, thank God for another episode and another chance to splash in the fishbowl. Gotta get low, nigga, get low. Tell me what it hit for. Like I'm from California, riding in a low rider, yeah, nigga 6-fold. With the 3-wheel motion and it go slow. What you talking about, niggas get low. Tell a bitch to shut up, sit down. If you ain't on this million mission, tell a bitch to shut up and sit down. If they ain't on this millionaire mission with a nigga, then I don't wanna hear shit. Bitch, I'm trying to put food in the kitchen, get rich quicker than a motherfucker.
Purchase your tracks today.
Mission, put food in the kitchen. I'll make a bitch stop. Look, listen, pay attention. Now they reaching in their wallet, and they bringing me the profit. Adding up the dollars, I be counting up at night. Like, all right. Reaching in their wallet, giving me the dollars. I be counting up at night. Like, all right, okay, all right. We did, okay, all right, tonight. Every day a sale, gotta get it there. How can we take it there? Don't worry about tomorrow, cause today got enough sorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow, gotta deal with the day's problems. How we gonna solve it? Solution based. I don't wanna hear a bunch of complaints. I just want to hear a bunch of answers. I just want to hear a bunch of solutions. I just want to see how we gonna go do shit. So fluid. Why you keep popping in and out? But you ain't hit the like button, what that be about? Is you a hater? You don't want to see milk getting paper? Well, bitch, God gave me brains so I can think. They come up with $1 million ideas. I just gotta get these millions in the bank. Fuck what you think. Fuck what you thought. It is what it ain't. This shit can't be bought. This shit can't be taught. You don't know how to put your pussy muscle. This shit can't be taught. If you don't know how to use your pussy muscle, I don't know what to tell you. Ain't nothing I can sell you. The shit gotta come naturally. You gotta have a grip, gripping and grabbing, see? Ripping it, running up, in the road. I gotta get dough up, what do you know? I blew up. Ripping it, running. Ripping and running and ripping. Be in the road up, niggas done glowed up. Watch how I blow up, slowly but surely. We done already surpassed 1 million views. I need to surpass 1 million all in cash. What you talking about? Nigga hit the dash. Hey. We done surpassed 1 million in views. I need to surpass 1 million in cash, and I need to do it fast. No time to relax. So I'm ripping and running and ripping. Beating the road up, getting my dough up. Watch how I blow up, know how to glow up. Oh, slow up. Ripping and running and ripping. Beating the road up. Look how I blowed up, like how I glowed up. Listen, ho, slow up. Yeah, just go slow up. Beating and running, ripping and running and ripping. Beating the road up, getting my dough up. Getting my dough up, knowing my soul's a big chunk shit. Nigga gotta get up in the mix. Splashing this bitch, bowl all around this bitch. Big chunk shit. Nigga gotta get up in the mix. Splashing this bitch, bowl all around this bitch. Nigga 5'6". I be running, at least on a daily. Bitches gotta pay, man. Y'all think I'm crazy? You might think I'm crazy. I'm far from lazy, though. Put up in the work and I get the dough. Get into the biscuits, get into the chicken. You be like a misfit, you be out here missing. Get into the biscuits, get into the chicken. You be like a misfit, you be out here missing. The whole damn point, cause you on the joint, you must be high. Somewhere in the sky, I bring your head down to earth, though. Bring your head down to earth, though. Houston, we have a problem. Who wanna solve them? Houston, we have a problem. Who wanna solve them? Move like revolvers, keep on revolving. Why is you calling? Why is you stalling? You know I be ballin'. Call a nigga about a howlin'. Milk tastic, gotta get it. Millionaire mission, know I'm with it. Putting all the food in the kitchen. I like to see the titties in the titties. Last there sitting kinda right. Say she bought something just to make it sit right. Okay, that's the shit I like. Okay, get me extra height. Okay, boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. She be riding it now, riding it now. Boots on the ground, she riding on out like she a cowgirl. So wild, edge of the bed, hanging over my style. Bend it over, bust it open for a real nigga. Let me put it in, let me see how I feel. Bend it over, bust it open for a real nigga. Let me put it in, see how I feel when I slide in, bust a nut, and keep stroking. I ain't even stopping, I ain't even joking, I ain't even wishing, I ain't even hoping. Nigga got plans and I'ma execute them, man. Why you think I'm ready? Why you think I'm ripping and running and ripping? Getting the road up, getting my dough up, like how I blow. That's gonna be the hook part. Ripping and running and ripping. Getting the road up, getting my dough up. Look how I blowed up, look how I glowed up. Pussy hoe slow up. Ripping and running and ripping. Getting the road up, getting my dough up. Look how I blowed up, look how I glowed up. Pussy hoe slow up. Pussy nigga slow up. Ripping and running, I'm beating the road up, running and ripping, I'm getting this dough up. Look how I glowed up, look how I blowed up. Talking kinda crazy, pussy nigga slow up. Talking kinda crazy, pussy hoe slow up. Ripping and running and ripping and beating the road up, getting this dough up. I be a soldier. Ripping and running and ripping, beating the road up, watching the soldier. Ripping and running and ripping, beating the road up, watching the soldier. Yes, I done blowed up, yes, I done glowed up. Watch how it go up. I can't go slower. I get the dough up. Call me like Noah. I'm trying to be righteous like Noah. I'm trying to go ahead and get the dough up. You know a nigga blowed up. You know a nigga blowed up. Now they want me to slow my roll up. I'm like, hold up. Listen here, soldier. I ain't never knowed ya. I ain't never knowed ya. Listen here, soldier. Running, ripping and running. I'm gripping on something. You talking that shit, but he ain't really that. They ain't talking about nothing. Nigga out here ripping and running and ripping. They ain't talking about nothing. Getting to the money, getting to the money. Show you how to bounce this. Show you how to bounce that. Again, never underestimate me. Friend, know how I go and get it in. Again, never underestimate me, friend. I go and get this shit in. It's a Maybach. You ain't never seen that. It's It's a Maybach. You ain't never seen that. Go ahead and relax, Jack. Take it there. Bring it there. Shit, y'all. All of the year. All of us here. Keep it in gear. Taking it there. I do not care. Ripping and running, running and ripping. Getting this money, ain't tripping. Ripping and running, running and ripping. Getting this money, I am not tripping. No, I be dipping. No, I be gripping. Watch how I blow up. Watch how I glow up. I was moving too fast. The nigga had to slow up. Slow in my roll. Get in my dough. Know what I know. Move like I move and do what I do. And move like I move. I'm speaking to you. You speaking to who? What do we do? That's that sunshine. Let it come through like one time. Let it come through like 2 times. What you do now? Hook ride, you slide.
Purchase your tracks today.
Don't slide when I'm sliding, don't ride when I'm riding, don't vibe how I'm vibing. Don't slide when I'm sliding, don't ride how I'm riding, don't vibe how I'm vibing. Can't stop. Don't stop. Till a nigga on top. Shit. Jumping out the rear, don't pop, can't stop, won't stop, no diddy, diddy bop, looking out for the city cop, ripping and running and running and ripping and beating the road up, that's how I blowed up, hold up y'all, I give y'all some more freestyles later, let me continue with my story. Let me continue with my story. I think I'm almost done with this one.
Never. I'm like Samson. My hair is my strength. Animal ran his fingers through the mess. Well, if you insist on going on a date with this hood rat, at least let me tighten you up. You don't want her talking about you to her friends when they're at the welfare office. She dug a comb out of her purse and motioned for Animal to sit between her legs. She ain't a hood rat. She's got a job. Animal corrected her before sliding between her legs. Whatever, Animal. Just hold your head back so I can help you show this broad what a lucky woman she is. Chapter 29. Tiana, why do you always have to take the longest to get dressed? Gucci sighed, looking at her watch. It was 5 after 9 and Tiana was still barricaded in the bathroom. She popped her head out of the bathroom, which was still wrapped in the scarf. Because it takes a lot to look this good. She shut the door again. We were supposed to get picked up at 9 o'clock and you're still bullshitting. Gucci sucked her teeth. And 9 has come and gone and they still ain't here yet. Why don't you relax? Tiana shouted through the bathroom door. Whatever else she said was drowned out by the sound of the blow dryer. Slow ass, Gucci mumbled, getting up to check herself on the full-length mirror. She was wearing a fitted black BCBG dress that she picked up from the outlet on her last Atlantic City trip that made her already supple body appear more curvaceous. The black Gucci pumps added just enough lift to make her ass pose. The beeping of a car horn drew Gucci's attention to the window. She looked out and saw the Senate, along with some of the neighborhood kids, flocking around the sleek black automobile that had just pulled to a stop in front of Tiana's building. Gucci's lips parted into a wide grin. "See, our ride is here," she called to her friend. "I'm coming right out." Tiana stepped out of the bathroom, finishing her hair. She had blown and pressed it, so it hung straight like a china doll. The outfit she and Gucci had picked was a red Michael Kors evening gown that was cut into a V on both sides, showing off her flat stomach and high ass. Thankfully, the kids hadn't sapped so much out of her youth that she had to wear a bra with her dress, because she felt the threat of her nipples showing through the dress gave her more appeal. It's about time they got here. What they pushing? A spaceship. Tiana felt like a rock star when she walked out of her building. Rayfield and Corge were standing in the center of a bunch of kids trying to get a look at what had to be the biggest car she'd ever seen. It was easily the length of 2 cars, and painted such a rich black that it looked like it might fade into the evening. She was glad that she'd worn a dress that showed most of her goodies, because all eyes would definitely be on her that night. She had seen them in catalogs and in videos, but never in her life did she dream she'd be riding in a Maybach. Devil stood outside the car, holding the door open and scaring the hell out of the kids. From inside the car came sounds of an unidentified track that had the unmistakable Big Dog stamp on it, along with clouds of yellowish smoke that smelled quite inviting to those who indulged. The girls beamed at their chariot waiting. As I live and breathe, look at these two beautiful sisters. Heaven surely short two angels tonight, chorus exclaimed. Ain't that? Rayfield fanned himself. Well, y'all off to this fine evening. The inaugural ball was in January. None of your business, Tiana said playfully as she stepped past them. She could feel their eyes locked hungrily on her body, which was the effect she was going for. I see big things are popping. Rockhead stepped out from the crowd of onlookers. He had a young girl with him, who was dressed like a grown woman, but the starstruck look in her eyes said she was quite younger than she appeared. Y'all must have hit the lotto or something, huh? Rockhead, why don't you go find something to do instead of trying to fuck little girls? Gucci cut her eyes at Rockhead's little friend. Shit, shorty growner than you think, he said suggestively. I don't even know why I bothered with your dumb ass. Get out of my face, boy. I ain't got time for your shit. Gucci adjusted her shades. Oh, since you hopping in a Maybach and shit, you ain't got no rap time for a nigga? Aight, see about me when you get back to taking them cabs. Everything cool? Animal appeared by Gucci's side as if by magic. He was decked out in a mint green V-neck sweater and black jeans with his ever-present medallion scowling on his chest. His hair was braided in neat swirls that crowned his entire head. With the mane out of his face, you could appreciate how handsome the young man really was. Oh shit. Is it Playboy? Didn't know you was rolling like that. Rob extended his Animal to give dap, but Animal just stared at him. Do we know each other? Animal scowled at him. Not directly, but we got a friend common. I know your boy Tech. Rockhead explained, as if the difference to Animal. Then you address him. Me and you don't know each other, so ain't no need for us to be speaking. Animal said in a not too friendly tone. It's like that? Rockhead looked offended. Straight like that. Animal didn't give a shit. Then that's what it is then, Rockhead said, wearing an expression that said it wasn't over. Tell Tech that Rockhead said, what's up? Do I look like a carrier pigeon to you? Tell him your fucking self. Y'all about ready? Animal looked from Tina to Gucci, who he almost couldn't take his eyes off of. I've been ready, Gucci said with her head held high. She extended her hand, and like a gentleman, he helped her off the curb and into the back of the Maybach. Don B had never been much of a hater, so he let Animal plan the evening and agreed to foot the bill for it. As he expected, Animal did something out of the ordinary and roped them into taking in a show. It was a production of Cat on the Hot Tin Roof featuring James Earl Jones that had came back to for an encore performance. Gucci, who had never been to a Broadway show, thought she had fallen asleep halfway through, but she kept enjoying it. Gucci to get Tiana's take on it, but her friend had only called for the show because she spent the majority of their time in the darkened theater making small talk with Don B. One thing that Gucci had to give her friend was, when she made up her mind to get something, she dove in head first. Don B was eating out of the palm of her hands, and by the end of the night, she'd likely be eating out of his pockets. Even though it was for a shady purpose, Gucci was glad to see flashes of the old Tiana peeking out. As they walked through Times Square, people snapped pictures and asked for their autographs. Don B was a celebrity, but they all felt famous that night. Gucci knew Tiana was uncomfortable with the pictures since she was trying to stay on the low, but how low did she think she could really get walking through downtown New York with a multi-platinum rapper? Next they went to ESPN Zone. where Gucci Animal ran around playing with different games like two kids. In a battle of free throws, Gucci showed Animal why she had a record for consecutive free throws when she played JV basketball in school. Throughout the evening, she and Animal talked about everything from hood politics to world politics, and he had an opinion on everything. Animal was more interesting than she ever could imagine, and she found herself wanting to know more about the so-called urge of the streets. "Where did you learn all that?" she asked, after an interesting debate on why it would be a bad thing for the government to legalize marijuana. Animal made several financial and economic to support his argument, but his biggest problem was that it would start to get watered because of the increased demand. Books mostly, shrugged. "I read a lot. It's one of life's few joys. Most of my time is spent reading or writing. I don't do much outside of that." "Yeah, right." Gucci twisted her lips. "What, you are somebody who knows how to read?" "I don't like that. I just mean that you seem like too," she admitted. "And what's that supposed to mean?" He was curious. "Nothing. You know how the streets put one picture of a person, and when you get to know them, they seem like somebody else? You gotta ask yourself, which one is the real and which one is the mask, you know?" "Not really. So tell me what it is that the streets are saying, and we can try to make heads or tails of it." Gucci felt stupid for following up on Rockhead's bullshit, but the cat was out of the bag, so she decided to get to the bottom of it. "They said that you're a bad man, Animal." "Of course I'm bad. Like Michael." Animal did a little spin. "She's so silly. You know what I mean. I don't mean it like that. Look, I'm not really one to follow up on rumors, but if I plan on dealing with somebody, I like to know that neither one of us are going in blind." Oh, Gucci plans on dealing with me? I need to find a loudspeaker so I can announce this shit. He looked around. "Animal, are you gonna play all night or are we gonna talk?" she said seriously. Hearing the change in her tone got her his undivided attention. "Animal, you seem like a really nice guy, and I want to try to get to know you better. But from what I hear, you're on fire in the streets. Talk about you like some monster hiding under a little kid's bed." "Can't believe everything you hear," he told her. "I know that. I'm asking you myself. I'm not naive to think that you live, but before I invest my time in you, I want to know how deep." There was a little girl who was trying to find her way in life, same as him. As it had been with China, he decided there would be no rise in Gucci. "I'm in deep, way deep," he said as if a weight had been lifted off his shoulders. "I knew it." Gucci turned her face away from him. "They told me that you was a killer, and that's how you really got the name Animal." "Hold on now." She turned her face back to him. "I never said all that. People are afraid of me on the streets because they know I get it in. I do what I gotta do to keep from going back to eating out of garbage cans, and I ain't ashamed of that. If you're gonna judge me, then judge me for my actions, not what they say about me on the streets." The conviction in his voice moved something deep within her. Looking into his eyes, she knew full well that Animal was a killer. But she also knew that he had a soul. It was the same with him as it was with a lot of little boys in the ghetto. Children forced to become men way too early, or risk being swallowed by the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
Let me tell you a story.
Yeah,
She took his hands in hers. "A long time ago, I dated this guy. We were young, but you couldn't tell us that we weren't going to blow up and we weren't going to live happily
why
ever
did you
after.
ride behind them for so
The
long?"
deeper he got, the more hectic things became. When I started getting bad vibes, I asked him to get out, and he always said he would, but he never got around to it. One day I get the call from his mother telling me that he got murdered. The fucked up part is that him and the kid that killed him went way back to grade school. The kid had stole some work from him, and he was afraid that my guy was going to kill him, so he got to him first. Now, I can't say that I've never dated a straight nigga. But since then, I've never given my heart to one. I can't take that kind of hurt anymore. Animal measured his words carefully. Gucci, these streets are feeding me right now. But they ain't gonna write the story of how my life plays out. I know the Lord has a plan for me, but I just ain't figured it out yet. Who knows? Maybe one day it'll fall in my lap like those people who discover they have talent. Animal tried to lighten the mood. Gucci was about to say something, but Don B interrupted their conversation. Yo, kid, I was trying to wait for you to finish your little love-making session, but y'all was taking too long, and what I gotta say really can't wait. Damn, you could fuck up a wet dream, Gucci told Don B. I'm gonna forgive that insult because I'm in a good mood right now. Animal, I know I told you I wasn't gonna do nothing with that track you laid, but I kinda sent it to my nigga Stacks in Texas. Man, you a shady motherfucker, Don. You said you just wanted to hear how I sound, Animal snapped. Calm your little ass down, Animal. I knew you were gonna lunch out. But when you hear what I gotta say, it's gonna cheer you the fuck up. Gucci, can you excuse us for a minute? It's cool. Animal motioned for her to stay seated. With the big-ass production you've already made of it, you might as well say it in front of her. Shit. The nigga Stack had a deal on the table for like $5 million to put out a group album with my little nigga Soda and his partner Sip. Sip got killed, so they can't do the album. But the nigga Stacks ain't trying to get the bread back, smell me? What the fuck that has to do with me? Animal asked, still uptight with Don B for letting the track get out. What it has to do with you is, he wants you to replace Sip and help Soda finish the album. Yo, when he heard that track, he jumped on your dick so hard that he might try to give you some pussy when I fly you out to Texas in 2 weeks to meet with him. Stack says you can bring whoever you want and he's footing the bill. First class all the way, baby. Don, you know I ain't with no rap shit, especially with a nigga I don't know. As if it was final. Not even for 1.2 million? What did you just say? Animal and Gucci asked in unison. Don B smiled knowing he now had Animal's attention. Stax is going to give you 200,000 plus points on the album if you help him out. And I'm going to do one better and hit you with $1 million as an advance against the solo deal you'll sign with Big Dog. That's if you're with him. Don B waited for him to respond. Animal felt like he'd just run around 100 times and was trying to figure out which end was up. People were always telling him how he was nice on the mic, but they were local. Even when Don B had begun perusing him, he thought it was just hype because Don B liked to associate himself with dangerous men. But with 1.2 million dangling in front of him, he knew there had to be some truth to it. He looked at Gucci with a question lingering in his eyes. What are you looking at me for? You didn't just offer me $1 million, Gucci said. Animal, I don't mean to pressure you, but Stax is not only impatient, but he's stingy as hell. The man don't shell out nothing unless he thinks he can make triple back. So you might want to get on this before he comes back to his senses. What do you say, my nigga? Don B extended his hand. Yeah. What do you say? Because I'm gonna bust you in the head if you say no, Gucci teased him. Animal gave her his jeweled smile. What I say is, how do you feel about taking some time off from work to fly out to Texas with me? The happy quartet spent the rest of the night riding around in the Maybach, popping bottles and celebrating Animal's newfound success. Gucci was genuinely thrilled for Animal, not because she had expected anything from him, but because she knew that he wasn't going to let his blessing go to waste. It's like I told you, my nigga, the Don knows how to make stars, Don B boasted, hoisting his champagne glass. So, Animal, are you excited about all this? Gucci asked. It ain't really set in yet, Animal said as if it was nothing. See, this is why I love this nigga. Don B draped his arm around Animal. I just made him a fucking millionaire. He's acting like nothing. Now that you got all that money, you know niggas is gonna super hate. So you better be careful before someone snatches you up, Tiana said playfully. Gucci hadn't missed the fact that Tiana was being extra friendly towards Animal since Don B had let her in on the little venture. She didn't think that her best friend would cross her, but she kept her eyes on Tiana anyway. And that's just why his ass is officially off the streets, Don B declared. Don, I ain't never had a daddy, and I don't think I need one now, Animal told him. Dog, I ain't trying to be your father or your boss. I'm just telling you what it is. Once you sign that contract, you become an investment. It's going to be a lot of money riding on you to win, and you don't need that petty hood shit you and Tech are fucking it up in. Smell me? Yeah, Don. Animal said as if it was no big deal. I'm serious, Animal. I gotta know that if I put this money behind you, that you're not gonna fuck it up for either of us. I heard you, man. That ain't good enough. I need your word that you're gonna come in off this block and really see things through. If it's money you're worried about, don't sweat it. I'll have a check for $100,000 waiting for you tomorrow morning when you sign the contract, and the rest will be paid out to you when the paperwork is properly processed. But I need your word on this one, homie. The eyes of everyone in the Maybach, including Devil, who was driving, were on Animal to see what he would say. But he focused on one person, Gucci. Although she hadn't voiced much of an opinion about the whole thing, he knew what she wanted, and he knew what he wanted to give her. You got my word? He was speaking to Don B, but looking at Gucci, smiled proudly at his response. Now that we've settled that, let's shoot uptown. I know an after-hours spot that should be off the chain about this time. Dan B looked at his diamond flex watch and saw that it was just after 3 in the morning. I'm with it. You down the road, Gucci? Tiana looked at her friend. Gucci shrugged. With it? I ain't got nowhere to be besides. She looped her arm around Animal's. I'm in no rush to end this night. Let me find out $1 million got you ready to give Animal some. Not off tea. Even if Animal wasn't about to be rich, I planned to give him some. She's serious. This brought a big grin to his face. One he's earned, she added. Animal's cell phone cut off the snappy comeback he had for her. When he looked at the caller ID, his spirits were picked up even more. I'm glad you called, family. I got some good news I want to share with you. I'm with the nigga Don B and later. Tech cut him off. I need you to meet us at the spot. I'll see you in the morning then. Not the morning now, Tech insisted. They called me. Kinda caught me in the middle of something. He looked over to see if Gucci was watching, and of course she was. She didn't say a word, but the look on her face said she knew what kind of call it was. Look, Animal, you can go back to chasing that lame-ass dream tomorrow. Tonight we got some business to attend to. We're handling that score tonight, and I need you to be the eyes in the back of my head. I know you ain't gonna bail out on your family for your new friends, are you? Tech played on his sense of loyalty. Alright, I'll be there as soon as I can. He told Tech, ended the call. When he tried to reposition himself next to Gucci, she slid away. Is everything alright? Tiana asked. Yeah, just a little family emergency, he half lied. Don B read something in the exchange between Animal and Gucci and spoke on it. Animal, I know you didn't forget the conversation we just had that fast. Don B sized him up. It ain't nothing like that. I just gotta make a quick run. Animal averted his eyes when he spoke. Drop me off so I can hop in the cab, Gucci said. Girl, where you going? The night's still young. Tiana snapped her fingers to an imaginary beat. I'm good. I just need to go home. Gucci folded her arms and looked out the window. Gucci. Animal reached out to her, but she moved away. Don't worry, Animal. She's just mad that her time with you got cut short. She'll be alright. Gucci. Tiana nudged her friend, but Gucci remained silent. Tiana acted like she was really concerned with Gucci and Animal, but she was really worried about her friend snubbing of Animal would complicate things between she and Don B. If he had $1 million to give Animal for an album that didn't exist, then she definitely needed to keep him around for a while. For the rest of the ride, Gucci stared silently in the window. Several times Animal tried to make small talk, but she wouldn't even look at him. Of course, Don B and Tiana went on petting each other and drinking, to notice the emotional rift that had so quickly sprang up between the two lovers. When the Maybach reached the Gucci hopped out without even saying goodbye. And of course, Animal was on her heels. So what, you never gonna talk to me again because I cut our day short? He called after her. It ain't about cutting the day short, and you know it. Gucci continued towards the building. You're a liar, Animal, she called over her shoulder. I didn't lie to you. She stopped and faced him. The tears hadn't come yet, but he could see the moisture in the corner of her eyes. Yes, you did. You lied to me, and you lied to Don B when you promised you were done with the streets. I am done with the streets, he assured her. Then where are you going? She folded her arms. He couldn't meet her gaze. Look, Animal, I like you, but it's not like we're seriously involved, so you don't have to make up excuses or feed me lies to pacify me. All I want you to do is be real with me, but I guess it's asking too much. Animal lowered his head and sighed. Gucci, you don't understand. A friend of mine needs me to help him out with something, and I couldn't tell him no. Come on now. The big homie has been looking out for me for years. I can't shit on him now. I gotta keep it real for my nigga. Animal, keeping it real would be you making sure I get home, alright. And going home to figure out what you're gonna do with that money when it comes in. Not running off to God knows what with your man Tech. Why risk fucking everything up just to say you kept it real with a nigga? Because he looked out for me. I owe him mine. Animal, you don't owe anybody shit but yourself. You owe it not only to you, but to every little kid in the ghetto who never made it out of the ghetto.
Making noises, bro. Shut up, bro.
A promising future out the window because of some bullshit street codes that got all you dumb motherfuckers brainwashed. She walked up the last few steps to the entrance of her building. I swear, Animal, you're just like those kids I work with at the center. None of you believe that the stove is hot until you're actually on fire. If you go out there and let Tech get you in some shit, lose my number. She went in and slammed the lobby door. For a while, Animal was frozen with emotion. He knew the car was waiting, but he couldn't bring himself to leave Gucci's doorstep. Gucci was right about him jeopardizing his blessing, but she didn't understand the position he was in. Tech had looked out for him when he was nothing and had nothing. He wanted so badly to tell Tech that he was out and wanted no parts of the heist, but he couldn't bring himself to abandon his friend. He would meet Tech and help him with the robbery, but when it was done, he was out, and he didn't care how anybody felt about it. Tiana was good and twisted when she crossed the threshold of Don B's Harlem brownstone. After dropping Gucci and Animal off, they had continued partying until the sky was almost pink. For once, she didn't have to worry about getting back to her kids because Boots had them for the night, so she was going to milk her freedom for all it was worth. Don B's crib was raised, but she hardly noticed because her head was spinning so intensely. But not so intensely where she lost her focus on the task at hand, which was getting money for Dawn. You've got a nice place, Tiana said, slipping her heels off and getting comfortable on Don B's couch. You know I don't do nothing but the best of everything. And if you didn't know, then you'll find out in a hot minute, smell me? He was behind the bar fixing them 2 more drinks, as if either of them needed any more alcohol. He walked over to the couch holding the 2 drinks and smiling like he had just hit the lotto. I fixed her feet to take the edge off. You know, a night out with Don B can be a bit much. I hear you. She took the drink and took a home. Tiana put the drink on the coffee table and stretched out seductively so he could get a good look at what she was working with. That's a blessing in itself because I don't do a lot of talking. He got on the couch and stretched out on top of her. Tiana's neck and breast. But when he went for her panties, she stopped him. What's good? Hold on. I think you got me twisted. She sat up and retrieved her drink. You think I'm some groupie bitch that you can just take out to dinner and fuck because you're a rapper? She took another gulp of his drink. It ain't that kind of party. Yo, I thought we had a connection. Don B sat up so that she could see the tint in his jeans. We do have a connection, but we don't have an understanding. She looked him up and down. Don B smiled because he knew it wouldn't be long before Tiana showed her true colors. So it's all about the paper with you, huh? It's always about the paper with me. But that don't mean I came back to your pad with you just to get paid. Tiana don't fuck for money, boo. But I am a high-maintenance chick, real talk. The alcohol had her feeling herself. She tried to get up and ended flopping back down on the couch. See what you're trying to drink with the big dogs? He said, mockingly. His voice sounded distorted to her ringing ears. Nigga, I can hold mine, and don't try to change the subject. She slapped him on the arm a little harder than she meant to. Hold on. What was I talking about? She had to think about it. He was telling me how it's always been your dream to fuck a millionaire. Dondi traced the line of her clit through her panties, sending her body into spasms of pleasure. No, I wasn't, you nasty motherfucker. Tiana slurred. I was saying that you gotta pay to play in this pussy, because I'm a bitch that needs things. The liquor and what Don B had slipped in her drink had a firm hold on her now. You know money ain't no thing to Don, he said, lowering himself on top of her with his penis out. Tiana reached down and tested the girth of him in her hand. You plan on sticking all this inside of me? She asked while rubbing the head of his dick against her clit. All that and then some. He tried to force himself inside, but Tiana stopped him. She reached inside her purse and pulled out a condom, which she handed to him. No glove, no love, baby. Never a problem, he said happily, taking the condom from the wrapper and slipping it on him. When she was satisfied that he had strapped up, she let him enter. Don B fucked her like a wild dog, making sure to christen the flat surface in his living room. The drug had Tiana on him like a mad woman, licking, biting, and sucking him at several different angles. When Don B felt himself about to come, he pulled out and sprayed her chest, face, hair, before collapsing on the carpet beside her. Tiana was wasted, but not so much so where she didn't know that she had rocked Don B's world. She had did and said things to him that she wouldn't dare discuss with Duhan, and loved every moment of it. She was pleased with herself for not only getting one of the best fuckings of her life, but for also successfully cutting into Don B. She curled up beside her new sponsor and drifted to sleep with visions of the gifts he would shower her within her head. In all her plotting, she never once suspected that her freak show wasn't as private as she thought. Chapter 30. The truck was deathly silent as it coasted down the West Side Highway. Tex stared absently out the window, with his mind on God knows what, more than likely the score. Silk was trying to look hard, but her eyes looked worried, trying to focus on the road ahead of her instead of the blind lick that we're about to embark on. China just looked afraid, and truth be told, she had good reason to be. The bulk of their information had come from Rockhead, who was suspect at best, and whatever intelligence Tech was able to collect on his own, he explained it like he had it all mapped out, but Animal knew Tech well enough to know when he was unsure about something. The fact that he wasn't 100% with his information was more than enough reason to call off the score, but Tech insisted. Animal didn't like it, but he was outvoted on the issue, so he was going to ride it out. Everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, right? Tech looked to each of them. China nodded with Animal, said nothing. You with us, little brother? As an answer, Animal cocked his gun. Good to know. So how many motherfuckers did you say it was supposed to be? Silk asked, as if they hadn't been over it a dozen times. The cat bringing to work and his bodyguards, plus the kid, his lieutenant and Rockhead, Tech told her again. He's about a thirsty motherfucker to put himself in harm's way just to make sure he doesn't get shorted. Animal shook his head. In the original plan, Rockhead was to meet them back uptown to get his cut. But at the last minute, he had arranged to be in the house by convincing the kid that he needed one more shooter with him in case something went wrong. Well, if he happens to get in the way, I might clap his ass and cut him out of the picture altogether, Silk threatened. No killing. Animal surprised them with the statement. What the fuck is going on, son? Silk asked. No killing. The police ain't gonna be too worried about us robbing a drug dealer. But if we leave a body in there, then that's some different shit. If we was riding on some niggas in the street, I'd be a little more reckless with it, but you gotta think about where we about to roll. Nigga, it's the projects, Silk shouted. It's a project in Midtown, dumbass. And as soon as we go up in there, busted off, the police are gonna be all over our asses. Alright already, Tech interrupted. Okay, it'll make you feel better. We'll only give flesh wounds. Tech grabbed Animal playfully. Look, you know us, so you know how we handle business. What's with you lately? Ain't shit got into me, man. Just saying we should be extra careful because we ain't got a lot to go in on about this shit. Animal lied. Inside, his heart was racing, and a warning kept flashing in his head, telling him to turn back. If Animal is spooked, then maybe we should call it off. We don't really know about these Vicks anyway. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Tech looked from Animal to China. China, you were the main one talking about maybe we should go cool out for a minute. That's what this lick is all about. Look, a lot of coke and a lot of money gonna be in that apartment, and we need to further that shit to further our own gains. I promise y'all that once we snatch what these niggas got, we'll focus on moving this weight shit. We all agree? Whatever, man, Animal said, pulling his ski mask out of his pocket. I'm with you all day, Tech, Silk assured him as they pulled up near the projects and parked by a fire hydrant. She slipped her ski mask halfway on her head and got out of the car, leaving it running. Alright then, let's go get this money, Tech said, and slid out of the car. They stealthily moved up the path towards their designated building and slipped into the lobby one by one. It was a short hike to the 4th floor, with them rotating for the lead at every landing like the old army movies. Tech approached the apartment door and placed his ear against it. When he was sure that all the pieces were in place, he motioned for his team to get in, Animal whispered. Tech smiled a can of WD-40 and a key. After thoroughly soaking the interior of the lock with the WD-40, Tech inserted the key. It barely made a sound. He turned it. The 4 of them all got down on one knee and said their silent prayers, as was their custom before they embarked on dangerous jobs. Tech raised 3 fingers and began to count down. When the last finger had dropped, they rushed the apartment. The meet spot was at an apartment of a crackhead named Shakes. She was a throwback smoker who had been hooked to the drugs when it first came out and showed no signs of fucking slowing down. It had been Rockhead's idea to meet at the Fiend's house because they could have privacy in addition to being able to see 3 1/4 sides of the building from her window. Rockhead sat in the rickety wooden chair, chain-smoking Newports. Every so often, he would look at his phone to check the time. He told him 4:45. Earlier or later could potentially ruin everything. Rockhead knew that the kid with the coat was supposed to be there at 4 in the morning, so he figured that by the time the pleasantries were exchanged and the exchange had been made, everyone would have been more relaxed. Of course, the kid was going to want to count his money, and for the amount of coke he was bringing, it wouldn't be a quick job. If it went as he had planned it, Rockhead's little surprise would come just about halfway through the count. But as it stood, it was 4:35, and Shakes was still drying the little bit of coke she'd cooked to test. Rockhead started to get a very bad feeling. Let's get this over with so I can go, the tall Latino said, pacing the apartment impatiently. It was clear that he felt uncomfortable in the cracked den. I got you, fam. Just let my peoples tell me if it's butter or not, Fred said. He had a big afro that was partially stuffed under a Yankee cap. Fred was Rockhead's sister's baby daddy and sponsor of the little party. He wasn't the toughest guy to speak of, but he had done a fine job of turning nothing into something. Shakes, hurry up so these gentlemen can be on their way. He motioned towards the 2 Latinos. Give me a minute, damn. What, y'all wanted me to smoke it wet? She said indignantly, as she loaded the stones into her pipe. When Shakes lit the rock, she immediately started choking and slobbering. Satisfied? Tall Latino pointed at the gagging crackhead. Yeah, man. Fred tossed him the bag of money. Tell your boss I said mucho gracias. The tall Latino opened the bag and gave the bills a quick thumbing before re-zipping the bag. Whatever. Adios. He saluted them. Seeing his money walking out the door, Rockhead panicked and blurted out, "Don't you want to count it?" Everyone in the room looked at Rockhead. The tall Latino paused and tested the weight of the bag. "Why should I have to count it? Should I be worried about y'all ripping my uncle off?" "Man, you know I never do that. I spend mad money with child cats." Fred tried to defuse the situation. "Yeah, I know, but your man is talking real funny." The tall Latino parted his jacket so that you could see the butt of his gun. The short, bald man who had been with him jammed his hand in his pocket. "Everybody be cool." Fred raised his hands in surrender. "My brother-in-law didn't mean any disrespect, but sometimes he doesn't know what to say out of his mouth. Y'all just take the money and split." "How you gonna tell these niggas they can leave with my money?" Tech rounded the corner. His face was covered by the ski mask, but you could still see his mocking grin holding a .45. "What the fuck is this?" The tall Latino backed up. He looked from the masked robbers to Fred in bewilderment. "Word to my mother, I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna find out." Fred came from behind the table. "You take another step, you're gonna find out shit for what it feels like to sit with your lord." Silk gripped the .357 tightly. She had been dying to break it in since she got it. Animal covered Rock, everyone in the room, with 2 9s, while China brought up the rear with the HK. "Set out the money and the coke, and we'll be on our way," Tech told them. "Money? What money?" the Latino said sarcastically. Silk walked over to him, looked in his eyes. "You think you're a comedian, don't you?" She smiled like she could actually find him attractive. The tall Latino matched her smile. "I've been called worse." His grin was quickly wiped off his face when she slapped him across the bridge of his nose with the barrel of her gun. "Nigga, this ain't no game. Run your shit or get dealt with." Silk snatched the bag containing the money. China made her way over to the table and began dumping the packages of cocaine into a shopping bag, while Fred started at her with unmasked hatred. "You ain't gonna get away with this, you black motherfuckers. You don't know who you're robbing." The bald Latino spoke up for the first time. "No." Tech put the gun to his head. "So why don't you tell us who you're robbing?" When Tech got a good look at the bald man, he recognized him. "You one of Rico's boys, ain't you?" he asked gleefully. "You motherfucking right. He's gonna hand you your fucking heart for this shit." The bald Latino spit in Tech's face. The whole room got quiet after the deed. Tech stood there, frozen in place, as the spit rolled down the side of his face. The bald Latino looked at Tech with defiance, and it was the look that would be forever frozen in on his face, because Tech blew the top of his head off. Everything got crazy after that. Shake screamed and made a mad dash for Fred's gun, which had been sitting on the table. Before she could reach it, China fired the HK, only to find that gun was more powerful than she expected. Not only did she cut Shake's almost in half, but she managed to knock Rockhead into the kitchen with a few strays. The tall Latino managed to clear his gun and tried to shoot Silk, but she knocked his arm away as he pulled the trigger, sending 2 strays flying into the room. She jammed the barrel of her .357 into his mouth and closed her eyes so she wouldn't get blood in them when she put his brains on the carpet. Fred tried to run into the bedroom, and Animal hit him twice in the back. He hadn't even meant to fire on him, but he was in a firefight and moving off instincts. When all was said and done, the robbery had turned into a mass murder, and China lay bleeding in the corner. "Shit!" Animal rushed to her side. China had a hole in the center of her stomach from where one of the Latino strays had found a home. "Hold on, baby, you're gonna be all right." He placed his hand over the wound to try and stop the bleeding. Blood squirted through his fingers, staining his clothes. "I don't want to die like this," China cried, watching her blood pool in her lap. "You're not gonna die, just be still." Animal tried to calm her. "I didn't mean it," Silk said, watching in shock as her best friend and lover bled out onto the dirty carpet. "Silk, stop watching and get some help," Animal shouted. "I swear I didn't mean it," Silk said, sobbed over and over. "We gotta get up and out of here before somebody reports them gunshots." Tech picked up the bloody bag of coke. Let's go. He shoved Silk towards the door. Animal continued to kneel over China. Animal, let's get boogie. Tech called him. I can't leave her like this, Tech. Animal cradled China's head in his lap. Please don't let me die by myself. China pleaded through the bloody lips. I won't leave you, and we ain't gonna die, China. Just hold on. He rocked her. Animal, ain't nothing we can do for China. The police will be here, and we ain't gonna be here when they arrive. He reached for Animal, but recoiled when his protege aimed his gun at him. Tech, we've known each other for a long time, so you know I don't bluff when I got a gun in my hand. But if you try to move me from here, you're gonna be as dead as them 2 Spanish niggas. Tech looked in his eyes to see if he was serious and found that he was. Fuck it. Be a dumbass little nigga if you want to. But I ain't going to jail with you, Tech said, and ran out of the apartment, leaving Animal and China. Animal, I'm scared, China told him. Her skin was getting cold and her nerves were starting to slur. There's nothing to be afraid of, Miss White. Animal got you. He rubbed her cheek, trying to keep her warm. Animal, China squeezed. Yes, China? How come you never loved me? Her eyelids began to flutter. China, stop talking crazy. You know I love you. No. Not like you love Silk. Like you love Gucci. Her breathing was becoming more labored. China, my love for you is more special than the love I have for Silk, Gucci, and everybody else. You will always be my #1 girl. But because of the game we played, we both knew it couldn't happen. The game. China sighed deeply, as if it caused her great pain to do so. For all the riches that this funny-ass game promises, we all end up dying young and broke. And with that last statement, China White's chapter came to a close. Animal stayed with her for a while longer, letting his tears wash blood from her face. It wasn't until he heard the sirens that he made an attempt to escape. He looked at the carnage around him and thought how ironic the scene reflected his own life. A hot mess. When Animal left that apartment, he not only said goodbye to his friend and longtime lover China, but he said goodbye to the game. He had had enough. 5 minutes after Animal had made his escape, Shake's apartment was filled with people in uniforms. The 2 lead detectives were a black and Spanish combo who were notorious for their police work in Harlem. The local precinct wasn't too thrilled about them being called down to assist with this investigation. But the call had come from downtown because one of their victims was currently being investigated by 2 detectives. What have we got here? Alvarez asked the medical examiner, lighting his cigarette. He was a handsome Puerto Rican officer with a slick wit and nose for the streets. From what we've been able to piece together, it was a drug deal that went wrong, and judging by the number of shell casings, I'd say it went really wrong, the wiry redhead said. Alvarez had spoken with her on a number of occasions, but could never remember her name. Any witnesses? Brown asked. He was a dark-skinned dude with a boxed afro and a no-nonsense attitude when it came to tackling a crime. The medical examiner shrugged. So far, we haven't come up with much. Our best bet is the lone survivor that we're able to pull up out of this mess. A survivor? Who? Alvarez asked. Your boy. The medical examiner passed him a folder. Raheem Levy? Oh, shit. Alvarez flipped the envelope open and looked at the picture inside. You know him, Jay? Brown asked his partner. Sure do. And so do you. Alvarez handed him the picture. Rockhead? Brown was surprised. Yup, Alvarez confirmed. Here we are looking all over the city for him and he ends up coming to us. What do you know about that? I kinda wish the bullet would have killed his sick ass, Brown said seriously. Now, partner. We're public servants and that's no way to speak, Alvarez said sarcastically, cutting his eyes at the stunned medical examiner. What hospital did they take him to? He asked the medical examiner. I think they took him 2 hours ago, the examiner said. Let's go, partner, Alvarez said, handing the folder back to the medical examiner. Hopefully Rockhead will be conscious so I can see the expression on his face when he finds out what we're charging him with.
somewhere. They got some shit to do. Let's go.
Chapter 31. Animal has spent most of the night sitting by the window and staring at the grim streets of Harlem. Tech had been calling him nonstop for the last few hours, but he ignored the calls. A time or two he tried to drift off, but whenever he closed his eyes, he saw China's face. From day one, Animal knew that the out-of-town white girl wasn't cut out for the things they were into, but she tried harder than anyone else to do her part and never once left him hanging. In the face of danger, she showed that she had bigger nuts than most dudes he knew, and he respected her for it. To know that he would never be able to sit and talk to her about the things going on in his life broke him down. When China White died, she took a piece of him with her. With a heavy heart, he made his way to the bathroom and looked at his reflection. His face was ashy, and his eyes were swollen and red from crying all night. "How much more do you have to lose before you wake up?" he asked the mess staring back at him. You didn't need to hear a response to know the answer. Dressing in a black sweatsuit and glasses, he went to find Tech. It didn't take him long to track his mentor down. Tech was hunched over on a park bench like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders. His eyes were fixed on the rising sun to certain eastern sky. Tech always came and watched the sunrise when he had something on his mind. After what happened at the apartment, there was a lot eating at him. "What? You come to kill me over what happened?" Tech asked, without bothering to turn around. Animal walked around and sat on the bench beside him. "You're my brother. I would never harm you. I couldn't tell with that gun you jammed in my face a few hours ago," Tech said. Animal hadn't noticed at first, but Tech was holding a weapon. Tech noticed Animal staring at the gun and placed it on the bench. "Is this what we've come to?" "I'd hate to think so." Animal placed his gun next to Tech and folded his hands on his lap. "I'm sorry about what happened to China," Tech said. His voice sounded hoarse, letting Animal know he wasn't the only one haunted by China's death. "Was it your fault, Tech?" Animal said. "Yeah, it was. He tried to tell me that we should back out of the job, but I wouldn't listen. I had to have that score, and it cost us all something more precious than any amount of money. My greed fucked us." Tech sounded emotional. Animal set out in search of Tech to get at him, but seeing his mentor in such a broken state, he no longer had the heart to. Tech was already in more pain than Animal could have possibly inflicted on him. We all knew the risk, Animal conceded.
I swear sometimes I think construction speed just be like a setup. Because why the fuck y'all got this construction speed for this long and ain't no construction, nothing's going on. You're not doing any fucking thing. Like that gotta be a setup, bro. Like, that's a setup. That's a setup, man. Don't go for the okie doke, man. It's easy to try to speed through the shit. Trust me. Just don't go for the okie doke. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. They be trying to set niggas up out this bitch.
You never leave your family, but sometimes life can dictate that you go in different directions. It's that nigga Don B, ain't it? Tech accused. He provided the ticket, but he didn't make me get on the train. I'm just getting tired, Tech. I spent all of my life trying to keep from dying. I've never made an attempt at living. I want to live, Big Money, Animal said emotionally. Tech nodded in understanding. Dig that, little brother. But you know just as well as I do that your heart belongs to the concrete. You ain't in the street, then where are you? Free, Animal said with a smile. Tech laughed. You always were the dreamer. So what's your plans now? You got any bread saved up? I got a few dollars, but that ain't nothing compared to what I got coming. Animal beamed. What? Tech asked suspiciously. I was trying to tell your ass last night, but you were too stuck on the lick to hear me out. I got $1 million contract waiting on me, big homie. Animal said excitedly. Tech's face went blank. That nigga's giving you $1 million? Shit, we should have kidnapped his ass after all, Tech joked. Oh no, big homie. The cat is protected from on high until I get all my bread. If he so much as catches the sniffles, I'm going to shoot the germs that brought them on. I can't front on him. I'm proud of you. Tech hugged him. Don B is a bitch-ass nigga, but he looked out for my little man, so he gets a pass. At least until you get the rest of your money. But I gotta ask you, if you knew last night that you were gonna wake up a millionaire, what the hell were you doing with us pulling that robbery? Because you asked me to. Animal said seriously. Tech, no matter what's going on with me, I'm always gonna be there when you call. Because that's what brothers do. They look out for each other. You taught me that. I did. Didn't I? Man, I'm glad you're gonna be able to do something with yourself, but it ain't gonna be the same without you at my side when I'm running up on a nigga shit. Stop doing it, Animal suggested.
G.A. Scratcher, what's going
We all sitting
on?
on enough bread to take
What's
a breather.
up?
And with me doing this rap shit,
Steady trucking. You know how we do it. Left
why don't you
lane.
and Silk come in off the street and get down
Now
with
they
me?
want us trucks in the left
Tech
lane.
looked at Animal. Man, that's
G.A.
love that
Scratcher,
you would
what's
even think to
happening?
spread your foul new wealth around like that. You know I can't accept that. Why the hell not? We shared everything else, so why not this? Animal wanted to know. Because does that mean you have to risk death or prison to make it? That's all I know, my nigga. Tech
Yo,
said seriously. You were always different than us, so I know you can adjust to that life. Tech's eyes took on a far-off look. We're both kids of the street, Animal, but the difference between you and me is that you don't have to die in it. My destiny has already been written, and the day that my blood stains the sidewalks that I have loved my whole life, every hustler in the world is going to celebrate my passing. That's how I'm going to go out. Animal took in his words. He knew that even if he had sat and argued with Tech until the next sunrise, it still wouldn't help to change his mind. You know we're always going to be family, right? Of course I do, Animal. Every time you take that stage, just know that Big Brother will be watching. Tech hugged Animal. They embraced for a while. But Animal felt
G.A. Scratcher, man, you done with school, bruh? Are you still in school?
go out for some breakfast. It's on me. Animal suggested.
And did you do that thing what I told you about cold calling the companies and asking them for a pre-hire letter? Because that's an easy way to, have a few jobs secured once you do get the license. Calling the company and having a pre-hire letter from the company already.
You know I love you. And I'm thankful for everything you've done. Of course I do. Tech still didn't face him. But I also know that this is the end of the road for us. No, it ain't. This is only the beginning. Animal assured him before he left the park. Gucci hadn't been able to get a wink of sleep that night. There was nothing good on television, so she decided to do something that she hadn't done in quite some time. She selected a thin book with a simple black cover called Gangsta that Boots had loaned her a while back. She curled up on the couch with a blunt and a cup of coffee and dove into the book, which she ended up enjoying a great deal. By the time she got to the end of the book, it was 10 o'clock in the morning, and she was an emotional mess. Lou Loke and Satin's story reminded her of the lover she's lost, but more so of the one she'd found in Animal. She knew she had been too hard on him the night before. She needed him to understand where she was coming from. He had a God-given talent that could open so many doors for him, but he couldn't put the street nigga to bed. She was getting bad vibes all night, but she refused to call him, not only because she was teaching him a lesson, but because she was afraid of what she'd hear on the other end of the phone. God had robbed her of one special person, and she was afraid it was going to happen again with Animal. Girl, what you doing out here in all this fog? Ronnie came out waving away the cloud of smoke. She had traded her spandex and crazy hair for a poster uniform and a simple ponytail. Just reading. Gucci wiped away the tears before Ronnie could see them. Reading. Lord, are you sick? Ronnie placed her hand against Gucci's forehead dramatically. No, I'm not sick. Gucci pushed her mother's hand away. Got a lot on my mind, so I was out here thinking. Ronnie took Gucci's face in her hands and looked her in the eyes. The hurt was written all over her face. "What's wrong?" Ronnie asked compassionately. "It's that pretty little nigga I saw you kissing the other night, ain't it? You know what? I don't even want to know what he did. Just give me his address, and we gonna ride out on that little motherfucker." Ronnie went to the closet and started rummaging around for the lockbox where she kept her pistol. "See, your daddy was a nigga with good hair and wasn't shit, so I knew it was something with that little boy." "Mommy, sit down. I'm crying over the book." She raised a copy of Gangster. "But I was thinking about Animal." "Animal? What kind of God-fearing people name their child Animal?" Ronnie sat on the couch and folded her arms. "His name is Tayshawn. Animal is his nickname, silly." Gucci laughed. "So what makes this Mr. Tayshawn so special that my little girl has picked up a book to chase her blues?" Ronnie lit the clip Gucci had in her ashtray. "I'd be lying if I said I could tell you," Gucci said honestly. "Animal is different, Mom. I mean, he's good and all that, but there's such a glow about him, like he was anointed or something. Whenever I'm around him, I feel like I'm the only chick in the room." "Well then, what's the problem? Is he gay, married, broke, or all three?" Ronnie asked, exhaling a cloud of smoke. "I know it's not a situation of him not thinking you're pretty enough, because every nigga with a pulse knows that my daughter is fine as hell, like her mama," Ronnie declared. "None of the above. Animal is actually about to sign a recording contract with Big Dog Entertainment. Animal is a good guy. He's crazy about me, and I feel super loved when I'm around him. He treats me with nothing but respect and has never brought up the subject of us having sex. I just can't be with him." Ronnie scratched her head. "Let me see if I follow you. He's fine, has money, and treats you like a lady. You can't be with him? Gucci, what am I missing?" "He's in the streets, Ma," Gucci said.
Hey, how much longer you got in school, though? I know they had started some new shit where the schools was a little bit longer. Like, I went to school for like 3 weeks. But I think the new shit they had y'all going for like 6 to 8 weeks. How many weeks they got you in the class? And is you getting it, sir? Whatever you do, practice as much as you can on backing. That's the most important shit. Backing up. You don't want to hit nothing when you backing up. And when you first start driving, that's the easiest way to hit some shit. Backing up. So be careful when backing, brother.
That doesn't justify it, Ma. I don't understand why our men are so loyal to these streets and their codes that even when a way out falls out in their laps, they have to second guess it. Because it's all someone in love, Ronnie said seriously. "Gucci, we live in the hood, but I've always made sure you were taken care of so you weren't a street kid. When you grow up out there, like I did, it's got to be all in or nothing. That's how you make it through to tomorrow without becoming somebody else's fool. Baby, just because a dude is placed into a situation where he has to do bad things doesn't necessarily make him a bad person. I know my fair share of knuckleheads that's out there getting me, but a few of them are actually good brothers just trying to make it to tomorrow. Gucci, you probably have no idea of some of the things that boy has gone through. This Animal is as good as the guys you say he is. He'll do the right thing with that record deal. But it's going to be tough for him to fully break the grip the streets have on him. He's going to need some help along the way." Ronnie looked at her daughter. "I don't know if I can do it." Gucci curled her knees to her chest. "What if he never leaves the streets?" Ronnie picked up Gucci's cell phone and handed it to her. "There's only one way to find out." Animal had just got back into his apartment when his cell phone went off. He figured that it was Tech calling him to say that he had finally come to his senses, so he answered it without looking at the caller ID and was pleasantly surprised by who was on the other end. "How you doing?" Gucci asked sheepishly. "I've been better, but I'm managing." "Thought you were done with me," Animal reminded her. "I thought so too." "Then what are we doing exchanging uncomfortable
So 6 weeks. You got 2 weeks left. Good shit, man. Good shit, man. Stay focused, bro. This shit can change your life, my boy. Stay focused, man.
"I guess I just need to hear your voice to know you're okay," she said. "Yeah, I'm okay. Just going through the motions. I lost a dear friend last night, he told her. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, she said sincerely. She knew enough not to ask what happened over the phone. Not as sorry as I am, but at least she ain't gotta endure this madness no more. The streets can't touch her where she's at. What about you, Animal? She asked. Like I told you last night, I'm done. But if you didn't seem to believe me, he shot at her. Animal, I want to believe you that you're going to do the right thing, but I'm afraid. And I'm not? Gucci, I never wanted to get to know a girl for much more than the purpose of getting in her pants. But I convinced myself that you were worth it, only to find out that you ain't really down to ride for a nigga. I never said that, she corrected him. You didn't have to. Your actions spoke for you when you bailed out without even bothering to get the whole story. Gucci, I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, you don't turn your back on your friends, even at the risk of your own life. This morning, I discovered the flaw in that thinking, but it doesn't change the fact that if I had to do it all over again, I would have answered that call. So if you call to lecture me again about it, save your minutes. Had it been a few hours prior, she would have hung up on him. But after speaking with her mother, she felt she better understood him. Animal, I didn't call to argue with you or lecture you about right or wrong. I called to tell you that I was sorry. The words sounded funny coming out of her mouth because Gucci was not a woman who made apologies. I understand where you're coming from. Please try to look at it through my eyes. I'm feeling you on a deep level, and I don't want to have to worry about being cheated out of a chance to get to know you because you got killed or locked up. Animal chuckled. Only God can say whether any of us will wake up in the morning. But what I can tell you is that I ain't never gonna be caged. I'd rather hold court in the streets before I let these niggas chain me. See, that's the kind of bullheaded thinking I'm talking about. She was about to rant. Gucci, calm your ass down. I ain't saying that I'm gonna run up in this precinct, no shit like that. I'm just saying that being caged ain't for me. I've done a lot of shit in my life that I'm not proud of, Gucci, but I'm on some other shit. Signing with Big Dog could potentially take me to places that I've only imagined, and I ain't trying to fuck it up. I plan on going to the top with it, and I could use some company. You still want to see me? She asked, surprised. Silly girl. I can control my actions, but I can't do a damn thing about this foolish heart of mine. From this day on, let's say that we wiped the slate clean and start fresh. That sounds good to me, Mr. $1 Million Man. Don't think that just because you're rich now, I'm gonna give you some pussy, she joked. I hear you talking, Gucci, but I wouldn't want you to give it to me because I'm caked up. I want it because you love me, he told her. Well, I don't know about love just yet, but I'm in deep-ass life, she admitted. I'll take that and work my way up. So, are you going to take me shopping before we leave Texas? She joked. Chapter 32. Rocket asked nervously. We don't want shit from you, Poppy. The paperwork is already in and your ass is going to jail. Alvarez told him with a smile. How the fuck am I going to jail for getting shot? Rockhead asked indignantly. Oh, this shit ain't got nothing to do with the lead in your ass. Brown jabbed his finger into Rockhead's bandage, causing him to yelp. You going to jail before you got shot. This is just a little bonus. I ain't did shit. Y'all ain't got nothing on me. Rockhead turned his head as if the conversation was over. Pain shot through his neck as Brown wrenched his head in the back of his direction. You call that statutory rape nothing? Brown rained spittle in his face. Detective Brown drew his Glock from the holster and placed it in Rockhead's mouth. I got a daughter that's around those girls' ages. And as God is my witness, if this was a dark street instead of a hospital, I would put your tiny ass brains all over it. Rockhead was trying to say something, but he was having trouble with the gun pressing against his tongue. Is our little songbird trying to speak? Alvarez asked mockingly. Rockhead nodded as much as he dared when the gun was in his mouth. Ease up, partner. Brown reluctantly took the gun from Rockhead's mouth. Listen, Alvarez continued. Before you spew whatever lies in your cocksucking mouth, don't bother. We've got proof and witnesses. Now, y'all got me wrong. That you told me she was 18. Rockhead lied. Which one? Being that 3 of them have come forward so far? Alvarez questioned. Okay, he got her and went to stand over by Rockhead. Let's say you are telling the truth. You stand a snowball chance in hell at being the rape, but you're up shit creek on attempted murder. What are you talking about? Rockhead's mind whirled. He'd robbed a few cats since he'd been home, but he hadn't gotten into any beef. The shootout the night before was the closest he had come to violence, and even in that situation, he was the victim. Out of nowhere, Detective Brown's open hand slapped him. Blood flew from Rockhead's mouth and stained the white hospital pillow. You think we wouldn't fucking find out what you were doing, little girl, you diseased fuck? Brown raged. Detective Alvarez had to physically remove him from the room before he could finish his conversation with Rockhead. Enough with the bullshit, Alvarez began, slightly out of breath from the hustle. You're a piece of shit, Rockhead. And I can't stand niggas like you. The only solace I get from all of this is that you're a walking dead man.
Yeah, ain't no pressure, brother. I got like a little minute before I get to where I'm going, do my reading. I'm just vibing. Appreciate you tapping in, always tapping in. Appreciate that. Get them CDL, change your life, my boy. One thing I can tell you, just make sure you put some money up.
Alvarez, Rockhead, you pleading. Save it, because I don't want to hear it, pussy. You're gonna do some time. That's just a fact. How much time you do depends on you. What do you mean? Rockhead asked. He knew what Alvarez was getting at, but he wanted to hear him say it before he jumped out the window. I mean the name. Alvarez confirmed what Rockhead had already suspected.
Hold on, man. Y'all over there in the fast lane. How you in the fast lane passing niggas in slow motion? What the fuck?
Save it, because I don't want to hear it, pussy. You're gonna do some time. What you talking about? Rockhead's mind whirled.
Oh, shit.
He'd robbed a few cats since he'd been home, but he hadn't gotten into any beef. The shootout the night before was the closest he had come to violence, and even in that situation, he was the victim. Out of nowhere, Detective Brown's open hand slapped him. Blood flew from Rockhead's mouth and stained the white hospital pillow. You think we wouldn't fucking find out what you were doing, little girl, you diseased fuck? Brown raged. Detective Alvarez had to physically remove him from the room before he could finish his conversation with Rockhead. Enough with the bullshit, Alvarez began, slightly out of breath from the hustle. You're a piece of shit, Rockhead. And I can't stand niggas like you. The only solace I get from All of this is that you're a walking dead man.
Damn.
But even that can't undo what you did to those little girls. If they ask for my recommendation, and they probably
This is
will,
where the fuck we need
go
to
to
be
jail
doing
for a long
construction and
time.
shit.
And I have it on my good authority from some of my CO friends that your stay will be most unpleasant.
Hard to be in the left lane and don't want to keep up with traffic. Don't get your ass out the way.
Save it. Because I don't want to hear it, pussy. You're going to do some time. That's just a fact. How much time you do, depends on you. What do you mean? Rockhead asked. He knew what Alvarez was getting at, but he wanted to hear him say it before he jumped out the window. I need Alvarez confirmed what Rockhead had already suspected. I've got 5 dead bodies at a coke deal that went to shit. With no drugs, no money. Why don't you fill in the blanks for me? Rockhead thought on it for a while. All his life he had considered himself a stand-up guy, one who would never rat on his friends. But the men like Alvarez was asking him about one of his friends. One of them had even shot him. Most men say they would eat time and never tell. But when the pressure is on them, things can start to look different. What you gonna give me? Rockhead asked. Alvarez smiled knowingly. The rape is gonna stick, but I can see about getting you to murder knockdown down to a lesser charge. Alvarez scratched his chin. Gonna take some doing, but I can call in some favors depending on how good the shit you give me is. Who was the trigger man, Rock? Rockhead took a minute to carefully reflect on what he was about to do. China White was dead, but the other 3 and their little ones were still dangerous as hell. Silk and Tech were always together, so he knew he could get a 2-for-1 with them. But what about Animal? He was a part of their inner circle. If the police swooped down and Animal managed to slip through the cracks, there would be no place for Rockhead to hide. So it made sense to get him out of the way first. Aight. The main nigga, Rockhead began, but Alvarez cut him off. Hold on, I gotta record this. Alvarez pulled the recorder from his pocket. He was so excited about the news that he was about to receive. What Rockhead didn't know was that the information he was about to divulge could possibly lead to a career bust for Alvarez and Brown. They had managed to connect the dead white girl to a gang of young killers who were said to be on Shy Clark's payroll. When they took them down, they would be one step closer to the key. Okay. Alvarez clicked the record button. Rockhead cleared his throat like he was about to begin an American Idol audition. There are 7 of them all together. Well, 6 since the white girl was clipped. But the main nigga you want? That nigga name is Animal. Rockhead began his tale. Shy sat in the barber chair listening while Rico ranted about justice. He was no stranger to Rico's emotional rants, but he had never seen the man reduced to tears. The night before, his stepson had been murdered while making an unauthorized drug transaction. Rico hadn't authorized the young man to make the deal, so he went behind his back and did it anyway. He was only trying to show that he could help out, but it ended up costing him his life. It didn't take long for Rico to get the name of the man behind it, and he demanded justice. Rico, try to calm down, Angelo said. How the fuck am I supposed to calm down when my wife and boy is laying on a slab in the morgue, all over some fucking pennies? Rico fumed. This little shit has gone too far. He's gonna die for it. Rico, are you sure he was behind it? Swan asked. He had a feeling that Tech's hands were in it somewhere, but hoped that they would. If Tech was responsible for the death of Rico's stepson, then there would be nothing Swan could do to save his life. Of course I'm sure, Rico said as if the question was stupid. My contact with the department told me as soon as he got word. And if everyone is dead, how can you be sure? Swan was reaching, and he knew it. One of them lived, and he gave up Tech and his whole fucking crew to save his own ass. That's how, Rico informed him. Shy, I've played your rules long enough, and now it's time to take the gloves off. You can agree to it or not, but Tech is going to die. Him, his crew, their families, I'll put them all in the ground. Give me a minute.
I send these niggas the email and they steady be like they ain't get it. Well, bitch, I sent all the bills in, so go look in the office somewhere. Nigga, don't be calling my phone for some shit I done sent you. And they always do that, bro. Like they ain't getting the fucking emails or something. I gotta check, make sure I got the right damn email. Like, nigga, always be calling me, asking me for shit that I done sent. I gotta keep resending shit. What the hell wrong with you, goofy ass boy? Nigga, goofy as hell.
Gauge the reactions to his decision. As usual, Angelo was neutral, but he could see that Swan didn't like it. He understood Swan's special attention and attachment to Tech, but he had to understand that emotional attachments didn't build kingdoms. Tough decisions did. Chapter 33. Tiana got off the train on 135th feeling drained. It had been a week since she'd seen Duhan and 4 days since she'd spoken to him on the phone. That was unlike him, especially since his trial was coming to an end. Fearing the worst, she took the trip to Rikers to see him only to find out that he'd already had a visit for that day. Tiana knew that he didn't have any immediate family in the area, so she figured it had to be one of his bitches. Normally, she would have been cursing, crying, and doing everything else to stress herself out, but not that day. While Duhan was chasing Dusty Hood rats, she had snagged the prize. The morning after her and Don B's passionate night, he had Devil take her home in the Maybach, and her purse was $2,000 heavier. Just a small token of my appreciation for the show you put on, is what he told her. She immediately took $1,500 of it to Duhan's lawyer and promised to get him the remaining $35 as soon as she could. She felt a little guilty about freaking off with Don B, but she eased her conscience by telling herself that she had fucked him for Duhan. When you gave someone $1 million, you wanted to leave no stone unturned. Tiana was glad when Gucci told her that she and Anwar had worked things out, and the trip to Texas was back
what
on.
the fuck? They roll really like every 2 seconds another goddamn lumpy bump in the road.
Whereas
Like,
Tiana
who the fuck y'all got doing y'all roads, bro? They
had yet to
horrible.
leave Manhattan.
What the fuck all these bumps
Overall,
in
she
the
was
road
happy
is, man? This shit supposed to be smooth
It
sailing.
had been quite some time since a man had been able to make
Why
her friends
niggas' backs
smile
be fucked
without
up?
handing her money.
Rough ass road.
When Tiana rounded the corner to her block, she saw the police
Like a
car
roller
near her
coaster out
building.
this bitch.
At first, she feared something had happened to her kids, but she breathed a sigh of relief when she saw them on the stoop with Gucci, watching the spectacle. 2 female officers emerged from the building next to hers with a young girl between them, who was visibly shaken up. As Tiana got closer, she realized that it was a girl from the other night who had been looking for Rockhead. She wasn't sure what the girl had done, but from the sad faces everyone wore, it must have been something serious. Before she could investigate, a silk Honda pulled next to her and beeped the horn. The girl behind the wheel looked familiar, but Tiana couldn't place her right off. When the driver got out, Tiana realized that it was Tracy. Tracy was dressed from head to toe in designer tags, and her hair was done in an expensive wig. But something about her was off. You probably wouldn't have noticed it unless you knew Tracy. But she looked thinner and tighter. Her face was flawlessly made up, but you could see the dark circles under her eyes. And where the hell have you been for the last week and some change? Tiana gave Tracy a hug, running her hand affectionately up and down her back. She was startled when she could feel the girl's entire ribcage through her
Oh
clothes.
my fucking gosh, bro. This is ridiculous.
Girl,
And they had all the construction shit. Like, y'all need to be working on this ragged ass road uphill. Every 2 seconds a damn bump like I'm on a roller coaster. What the freaking freak, man?
Don B's bodyguard? Tiana asked. It seemed like everyone was reaping the benefits of big dog entertainment. Yeah, child. I went to see him that day after Mocha's, and it was on like popcorn. Girl, when I say that nigga put it on me, Tracy fanned herself. I ain't even gonna go into details, but the nigga take care of business and me. So I see. Tiana looked over at the Honda proudly. So what's the word? I see the block is buzzing. That's what I'm trying to find out. Let's go ask Big Mouth. She nodded towards Gucci, whose eyes were fixed on the little girl in the back of the police car. So what's going on? Tiana asked Gucci, who was standing next to the Senate in their card table. Chickens have finally come home to roost, Cords laughed, slapping a card on the table. Man, ain't you got no proof? I don't see shit funny about what that bastard did to them little girls. Harley snapped. He had a granddaughter about that girl's age who lived in the area. I'm sad for the girl, but I don't feel no shame over what's gonna happen to that damn rockhead. I always knew something wasn't right with that boy, Sonny said, laying his card. He better be glad that girl dad is in jail, or else he sure would have killed him out here, Wakefield added. They finally caught up with Rockhead for fucking these little girls, huh? Tiana asked. She wasn't at all surprised because he was laying his dirty dick into quite a few young girls in the neighborhood. It was only a matter of time before one of the parents caught wind of it and did something about it. It goes deeper than that. I heard Rockhead is in jail for rape and attempted murder, Gucci informed her. Murder? That ain't got no heart to kill nobody. What do you do? Give him the death of his other ass baby? Tiana laughed. Nah, T. Rockhead was HIV positive, and he was purposely giving it to those little girls he was sleeping with. This bit of news wiped the grin right off Tiana's face. It was common knowledge that Rockhead was a general piece of shit, but Tiana never thought that even he sinks that low. How can he do that to all those babies? Tracy's eyes began to teeter. Because he's a greasy ass nigger. Still a bitch is as stupid for letting a nigga like Rockhead raw dick them, said scornfully. Gucci didn't like the statement. It ain't their fault, Tiana. When we were coming up, how many niggas did you let talk you into having unprotected sex? And you did it because you liked them. Yeah, I slipped up a time or two, but never with no dirty ass hood niggas. All the dudes I let run up at me raw were too caked up to be sick. You think AIDS discriminates? Gucci looked at her seriously. Tiana, the most dangerous thing about AIDS
bro, this is horrible. I ain't
that it
just.
has no symptoms.
Y'all see me bouncing,
You
bro.
could be
This
living
shit
with
is
that shit for
ridiculous.
years
Bro.
and not
Like
know
every
it unless
fucking
you
2
get
seconds.
tested.
Damn.
Well, I'm clean.
Can't even get this.
The only nigga I fucked over the last year or two was due home, so I ain't gotta get tested again. How many bitches do you think he's fucked on your watch? Tracy added. Every time you let a nigga in you raw, you slept with everybody else they've had unprotected sex with. I know, I'm good, Tiana said firmly. But in the back of her mind, she was nervous. Both she and Duhan gambled with each other's lives when they stepped outside of their relationship. And although she knew she had protected sex, she couldn't be 100% sure about him. She cursed herself for putting all her trust in Duhan and made a note to get herself tested Monday morning at the free clinic. And where's this little turn coming from? Gucci scowled at Sharon, who was coming up the block. She was dressed in a short leather miniskirt and a shirt that was so tight that it was a wonder how she breathed. She too had been watching the police activity, but when she saw Tiana on the stoop, she found somewhere else to focus her eyes. And where are you coming from looking all sassy? Courts asked, sizing Sharon up. I had to go visit my man in jail. You know I had to make sure I looked good for him. He has to look at broke bitches for most of the week. She said loud enough for Tiana to hear. Tiana took a step off the stoop, but Gucci held her arm. Be easy, T. Your kids are out here, Gucci whispered. I'ma chill, but let her keep that slick shit up. Tiana fumed. She was losing her patience with Sharon and Duhan. Lord, I don't know what it is about y'all young girls who get caught up with these niggas in jail. Sharon, your ass is too young to put your life on hold like that, Rayfield told her. Well, I won't have to wait too long for him to come home. His trial will be over, and when my baby gets out, we can finally start our new me, him, and our stepkids. Sharon smiled down at Duhan and Duran. The whole block got quiet. This time, Tiana stepped off the stoop, and Gucci couldn't hold her. Sharon didn't even budge when Tiana came to stand in front of her. What am I supposed to do, be scared or something? Sharon placed her hands on her hips. Tiana slapped Sharon so hard that she blew in the air and crashed into the Senate's card table.
Damn, it's a
Before
raggedy
Sharon
ass
could even
fucking
gather her
road,
wits,
bro.
Tiana was on top of
How
her.
the fuck did
I done
y'all
told
even
you little
build
bitch,
this
she's not playing with me,
shit?
right? Tiana asked before punching her in the face. Y'all, she punched her again. Hoes, another punch, are gonna learn to respect me. Tiana pulled Sharon to her feet by her hair and threw her into a pile of trash bags. Sharon tried to charge Tiana with a bottle, but Gucci tripped her, sending her sliding across the concrete and landing at Tiana's feet. Tiana went to work stomping Sharon in her face, chest, stomach, and any other part of her body that was exposed. Had it not been for the two female officers restraining her, she would have surely killed Sharon on that stoop. Let me go so I can finish this bitch off. Tiana struggled against the officers. Ma'am, If you keep resisting, I'm gonna have to pepper spray you. Guard her, the 2 officers said. Tiana, chill the fuck out. Gucci screamed. The kids were becoming hysterical watching the police manhandle their mother. You better listen to your friend, the smaller officer said, holding a can of pepper spray eye level with Tiana. I'm cool. Tiana stopped struggling. She was mad, but not stupid. 2 more officers who had arrived on the scene were helping Sharon to her feet. She was bloody and could barely stand on her own, but it didn't stop her from struggling against the officers to try and get at Tiana. You sneak bitch, you bomb bitch, Sharon snapped. Miss, try and calm down. You need medical attention, the male officer tried to tell Sharon, but she didn't even hear. You always screaming about how grown you are, but you out here fighting with a teenager? Duhan doesn't even want you, so won't you step the fuck off already? Get a life, you old bitch, Sharon yelled. Tiana just smiled. Fuck you, little boy. Instead of worrying about me and Duhan, you need to be worried about how long you're going to live. Or didn't you know, Rockhead had the monster? It was such a blow that everyone paused. Even the police officers who had been trying to help Sharon took cautionary steps back. The statement only seemed to enrage Sharon further. You're a fucking liar, Tiana. Tiana raised her eyebrow. Am I guess we'll know if it's true or not when your ass is sitting in the clinic waiting for those results to come back. Your fucking history, Tiana, do you hear me? Sharon tried to charge against her, but the officers held her back. Ma'am, you're hurt and we have to get you to medical attention. Would you like to press charges against this lady? The officer asked. You're motherfucking right, Sharon said proudly. What the fuck are you doing? Tiana asked when they were putting the cuffs on him. You're under arrest for assaulting a minor, the female officer informed her. But she started it, Tiana tried to explain. It doesn't matter. She's still a little girl, the officer said as she helped Tiana into the police car. This is some bullshit, Tracy shouted at the officer. She didn't even start the fight, and you're locking her up? Where's justice in that? Gucci jumped up and down. If you guys don't calm down, I'm sure we can find enough room in the car to take you home, the male officer informed her, which took some of the fight off the ground. It's all good, Gucci. I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna get mommy and we come down to get you, Gucci promised. No, don't tell Miss Ronnie. Get in touch with Don B and tell him what happened.
Hey, bro, you can't go, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? I'm finna stay right here.
Chapter
I ain't finna slow down for you.
A full 48 hours had passed before the correction officer
You
informed
over there in that
her
left
that her
lane,
bail
bitch,
had
you better
been
go,
posted.
bitch. You better go.
For her little scrap with Sharon, they were charging her with assault and resisting arrest. They set her bail at $10,000, which she knew her friends had. So she figured Don B had bailed her out, and she was expecting a queen's welcome. But when she stepped out of 100 Center Street, there was only Gucci and Animal there to greet her. It feels so good to be free, Tiana stretched. T, it's only been 2 days, Gucci reminded her. Shit, in that place, 2 days can feel like 2 years. Let me see your phone so I can call and thank Don B for getting this bitch out of jail. I got something special to show my appreciation. Don B can get you out of jail. Animal did, Gucci informed her. What? Tiana looked from Gucci to Animal. Well, he sent you, right? Animal glanced at Gucci before answering. Nah. Gucci told me that you were in a pinch, so I wanted to help out. Thanks. Tiana hugged him. I'm grateful for you getting me out. Why didn't Don B post my name? Animal didn't have the heart to pick up her parade. I'm gonna go and get in the car and let y'all talk. Animal walked away.
What the fuck, bro?
Gucci, what's
Be in
going
the
on?
left lane that goes
Yeah, I
slow.
wanna
Y'all
know.
fucking kill me, bro.
Gucci hesitated.
Like, why are you
Tried
in
to
the
take
left
away
lane
breaking
and you going
news to her
slower than
best
the people
friend.
in the right lane?
See?
What the fuck, bro? Get the
I don't know
fuck
how
out
the hell
the
to
way.
tell you
God
this.
damn.
But Don B is a fucking snake. Gucci, what kind of man-hating shit are you talking about now? It ain't about hating, T. It's about keeping it real. Gucci began. I got hold of the nigga and told him what happened between you and Sharon, and told him I needed some help. He just laughed. The nigga had the nerve to tell me that you ain't his property, therefore not his problem, and that you should ask Duhan or Happy to see about springing you. I'm sorry, T. To say that Tiana was mad wouldn't even have stretched the surface of what Tiana was feeling. She was so sure that she had Don B wrapped up that she didn't even think twice about putting herself at his mercy to get out of jail. He might have had a joke, but she would have the last laugh. Let me see your phone, Tiana demanded. T, what are you gonna do? Gucci was hesitant. I'm gonna let that nigga know just what kind of bitch he's dealing with. Tiana was so angry that her eyes were watering, but she wouldn't give Don B the satisfaction of crying over him. Tiana, leave that shit alone and let's go home. Gucci tried to reason with her. Seeing that her friend wouldn't be deterred, she handed her the phone and stepped back so she wouldn't get caught in the fallout. Don B barely heard the phone over the roar of laughter coming from his living room. Fully in tone, were watching one of his notorious home movies while he narrated the scene. Who's this? Don B barked into the receiver. What up, B? Tiana said on the other end. Who the fuck is this? Don B, funny like he hadn't caught her voice. You know who it is, so don't play me, Don B. Tiana? What up, Ma? Long time no hear from, he snickered. He placed his hand over the phone and motioned for his voice to be quiet. Where you been? He asked sarcastically. Don, you know exactly where I've been because Gucci told you, so I don't know why you even trying to front. On the real, that was some foul shit that you did leaving me sitting up in that joint like that. Did you think it was a joke or something? Don B looked at the phone. Yo, who the fuck you think you talking to, shorty? I'm talking to a punk-ass nigga who thinks it's okay to toss me to the side, she shot back. Ma, I fuck a lot of bitches and toss them to the side. What makes you so different? He asked. No, let me guess. You think because you give some of the meanest head I've ever had that you should make a difference? Yo, that's a good one. I'll tell you what. Why don't you come by the crib and suck off the whole team? If you can make everybody come in under an hour, I'll give you 10,000. Don B doubled over laughing, which poured salt in the wound. So you think I'm some chicken head bitch that's gonna just go for anything? Her face was slick with tears, but her expression was hard. It ain't like that, Ma. You good people, but hardly wifey material. You got a man that loves you who's waiting on a date, but you ain't here making movies with me. I can't accept that kind of bitch as mine, even if she's pretty as hell. What did you say? She heard him, but couldn't believe it. You don't believe me? Yo, turn that up. He told Tone while he was putting Tiana on speakerphone. Tone turned up the volume on the television, and Tiana heard a voice that was unmistakably hers coming through the surround sound. She was so embarrassed by some of the things she heard, she couldn't even speak. Shorty, I got an album coming out too, fully shouted in the background. You're a foul nigga, Darby. Straight foul. We'll see how funny this is when I go to the press and tell them how you got me drunk and took advantage of me. Bitch, is that a threat? Don B was serious now. That ain't no threat, bitch, nigga. That's a promise, she assured him. Don B wanted to wild out, but he had to keep his cool in front of his crew. Oh, I get it. You see the cars and the videos and you think I'm just some nigga popping bottles for the camera? Bitch, you play with fire and you gon' get burned. I hear that hot shit. Guess I'll see you on the news, Tiana told him and hung up the phone. Sharon was a nervous wreck sitting in the little plastic chair in the free clinic. All around her were boys and girls who were around the same age, and they all wore the same worried facial expression. Her stomach was turning so badly that she almost didn't make it to the bathroom to relieve herself. Sharon blamed Tiana, Duhan, Rockhead, and everybody else for her situation, but she knew that if she wanted to point fingers, she'd have to start with herself. She had played the scene over and over again in her head, and still couldn't come up with a good reason to have Rockhead sleep with her, let alone without a condom. She had always thought the threat of AIDS was restricted to homosexuals and drug addicts, but she was neither, and still found herself at the clinic waiting for the nurse to come back with results from the rapid response HIV test. Had it not been for her family being there, she would have surely fled and never bothered to find out if she was positive or not. Sharon, would you please stop fidgeting? Louise placed her hand on Sharon's knee and stopped him from knocking. I can't. I'm nervous, she said. And you should be, Yoshi told her. Sharon, me, Reese, and Billy always make sure you have condoms, so I can't think for the life of me why you're not using them. Sexually transmitted diseases aren't a game, little girl. I know, Yoshi, I was slipping, Sharon said. Slipping ain't the word, Ma. You young girls are too fucking reckless with your own bodies, Billy said. She hadn't meant to be short with the girl, but she was afraid for her. She was a young girl who hadn't made it out of her teens and had to wait for a doctor to tell her whether or not she was going to live or die. All over, that could have been avoided if she'd used protection. Number 48, the nurse called. Looking over her clipboard, Sharon stood and Reese was with her. She made her way to where the nurse was standing. "You can wait here for her, ma'am. She'll be right out," the nurse told Reese and led Sharon in the back. Patiently, the three girls waited while Sharon spoke to the nurse. Yoshi and Billy tried to be calm, but Reese paced the room. When they heard the back door open, 3 sets of eyes locked in on Sharon. Sharon came out, followed by the nurse, who was rubbing her back and whispering something to her. Reese took one look at her little sister's face and collapsed. Tiana felt like the world had just cocked over and taken a shit on her lap. Not only had she played herself by fucking Don B, but she allowed herself to be fucked on camera. She ended up with $2,000, but she still felt like a $2 whore. "Everything okay?" Gucci asked her friend. Tiana looked at Gucci and tried to say something, but all at the same time, feeling like she could no longer stand up on her own, she collapsed into Gucci's arms. "He ain't gonna get away with this," was all Tiana could manage to say over and over until Gucci had placed her in the backseat of the car. Chapter 35. Silk sat on her grandmother's couch, watching Law and Order. She had been doing so for the last week and change. Since China's death, she didn't want to see anyone, not even Tech. He had been calling her non-stop since the fatal night, but she just let her phone die and didn't bother to recharge it. Her grandmother was in Atlantic City for the weekend, so she had the place to herself. She planned to sit on the couch and smoke until she was numb or passed out. A funny noise outside her door caught her attention. When she got up to see what it was, the front door came crashing in, and the house was suddenly filled with blue uniforms. Silk didn't even think, she just reacted when she grabbed her gun off the table. "You want me? Pussies, then here I am," Silk barked before opening fire. The first 2 officers in the apartment caught it the worst. They were dead before they hit the ground. Their partners returned fire, but Silk had already made it to her grandmother's bedroom and locked the door. With sweaty palms, she grabbed the cordless phone off the base and dialed Tech's number. While the phone rang, she curled up in the corner and trailed her gun on the door. "Come on, man, pick up," Silk said nervously. "Yo." Tech answered after the first ring. All he heard was heavy breathing and banging in the background. "Who is this?" "Big brother," Silk sobbed. "Silky? What's wrong?" he asked nervously. In the background, he heard what sounded like the door being broken down. "Silky, talk to me." Tears welled in Silk's eyes, but she could see the blue of their uniforms. "Game over, big brother," she said, and placed the phone on the bed. "Silk, what's going on? Silk!" Tech shouted frantically into the phone, but Silk was already gone. Before the phone went dead, he heard a blood-curdling scream and gunshots. Animal and Gucci navigated his new BMW through the hectic morning traffic on their way to the airport. In a few hours, they would be landing in Texas, where Don B and Stats would be waiting for them. He had never been to Texas, but it was where he would be making his residence until things cooled off in New York. He had gotten word the downfall of his once great team, and it hurt him to no end. China and Silk were dead, Roscoe and Ashanti were locked up, and Tech had vanished. Animal smiled, knowing that there would never be a catch to the elusive Tech. And even if they did, he would take at least 3 pigs with him on the way out. This just left him. All the police knew was that he was called Animal. But other than that, they didn't have any information on him. He had never been arrested, didn't have a driver's license, and aside from his brother, Justice, there were only 2 more people who actually knew his real name, and one of them was sitting right next to him. "So how do you think you're gonna like Texas?" Gucci asked. Animal shrugged. "Can't really say, but I'm gonna learn to like it, seeing how things done got complicated out here.
Hey, bro, how you on
I just wish you could stay for more than a couple of days." He took her hand in his. "I can't believe that bitch nigga Rockhead is not only a creep, but a snitch too," Gucci said heatedly. She didn't know how Animal was going to find out, but he had gotten the wire that Rockhead was the only one who had thrown them under the bus. He had even gone as far as to try to pin everything on Animal. The Lord would settle him up, Animal lied. He had already put the word out.
Nobody ain't never told me I look like Mystical the rapper. That's the first time I heard that one. Shout out to you though.
He happened to look into his rearview mirror and saw
Sherry Sims. Shout out to you, Sherry.
Gucci must have felt
Sherry Sims.
because she looked familiar too.
Nah, nobody never told me I look like Mystical, but
Animal just
I tell you one thing. I ain't gonna take nothing. That's for sure. You gotta give it to me. I ain't trying to take a goddamn thing.
Animal, please don't do this with me in the car. I don't want to die. Animal pulled over to the side of the road, but left the car running. Over the loudspeaker, the police ordered the driver to get out of the car, put his hands up. Animal looked from the gun in his hand and drove to the next. The beast inside him screamed for action. But the eyes of his lady pleaded for calm. Gucci, do you love me? Yes, she said. Enough to be here when I get out? I can't promise tomorrow, Animal. Only right now. I'll take that and work from there. He smiled. Slowly, Animal got out of the car and placed his hands on the
Y'all
hood.
ride side by
Gucci walked
side.
to the
You
mirror.
ride
The
on a
officer
damn
got out of
motorcycle.
the
Yeah,
driver's
you
side
supposed
and
to want to go
approached him.
fast. What the hell?
You got any
Slower
drugs
than
or
everybody.
weapons on
Get
you?
the fuck out
The
the
female
way.
officer asked while patting Animal down. Animal remained silent. Oh, you're a tough guy, huh? She grabbed his nuts. What the fuck? Animal spun around and found himself eye to eye with Officer Grady. That shit wasn't funny. Animal lowered his hand. You had to know I was gonna get you back for that shit. You pulled them handcuffs, she smiled. They're on to you, baby. You got about 20 minutes to a half to get on that plane before they have an airport ticket for you. Grady, you know you could lose your job at the least if this shit gets out? She thought on it. Quite unexpectedly, she kissed him on the lips. For all the fun we had, I'd say it'd be an even exchange. Now get your ass out of here. She slapped him on the ass and headed back to her car. Grady. He called after her. How did you know I was on my way to the airport? Officer Grady smiled. Young boy, I'm always gonna have my eye on you. Now, you hurry up and get that pretty girlfriend of yours to the airport before you miss that plane. Officer Grady got back in her squad car and pulled off. When Animal got back in the car, Gucci was staring at him in shock. What the hell was that all about? Animal threw the car in gear. Just an old friend paying back a favor. He downplayed it. Gucci looked at him funny. Nigga, you must think I was born yesterday. A female cop pulls up and lets a man go after kissing him on the lips? You gotta come better than that. See, this is some bullshit I was talking about when I said I didn't want to fuck with no street nigga. Gucci went on and on, but Animal never reacted. He was too stunned by what had just happened to even feed into what Gucci was saying. Most people would say that Grady being the cop that stopped him was luck, but he knew better. It was his blessing for working overtime. Tex sat on the small bench watching the sunrise, as he always did when he was stressed. It was strange watching it from the other side of the water, but it was no less soothing. And his mind needed all the soothing it could get. He was surprised that Rockhead had lived, but he didn't know why it played out like that. The good died young, and the worm every intention on dealing with Rockhead.
Here I go, Mr. Cole. Here I go. Nah. We fuck with Mystical, but not what he did though. Like you can't be out here just taking pussy. She gotta be wet and ready for you to go get the pussy. You can't just be taking the pussy. Nah, we don't condone strong arming the pussy. We don't condone just grabbing them by the pussy. No. Okay? Gotta be willing.
Never took his eyes off the sunrise.
Gotta wanna fuck you.
He was too tired to turn around and face what he knew was coming.
Mystical's out here just taking shit. Can't be just taking shit, man.
I wish I could say that made two of us. Swan came to stand next to him. Tech knew that if he looked over his shoulder, he would see Angela looming. You always did have a hard head, Tech. Tech looked up at Swan. You know how it is when you're young and paper chasing. You were my age once, Swan. Swan nodded. Yeah, but I always knew to play within the rules. When you don't play by the rules, you get benched. I'll be mindful of your face for the sake of your people. Swan raised his gun to let Tech know that it was time. You know I ain't gonna go quietly, right? Tech cocked the slide on his gun. Swan smiled at the young man he had come to have so much love for. I wouldn't expect you to die. Anything less than a soldier's death. Swan took a few steps back to give him some room. Tech sighed. He always knew he would go out how he lived. He just wished it hadn't been so soon. A soldier's death it is, then. Tech rose quickly, but not quick enough. Swan hit him 6
as they drove through the sleepy town of goodness knew where. They had gone west for about a mile when Roscoe turned off a dirt road that led deep into a wooded area. After moving deep into the shoulder, he threw the car in park and started flipping through the magazine. What the hell are we doing back here? I thought we were going to see Ashanti at the boys' home, Nefertiti asked. He wasn't sure how comfortable he was with the way Roscoe had stopped them in the middle of nowhere. His mind suddenly began to have flashes of how they did the kid in Alpha Dog, and it filled him with dread. "We are," Roscoe said, never bothering to look up from the magazine. Nefertiti was about to question him further when he heard shouting coming from somewhere on the other side of the woods. He looked over at Roscoe, who was just smiling as the shouting grew closer. Nefertiti swung around nervously when he heard the bushes ruffling a few yards away. By this time, his imagination had him so wound up that he almost shit his pants when Ashanti came bursting out of the shrubbery, with 2 angry-looking men hot on his heels. Ashanti was dressed in a green sweatsuit that looked like it was 2 sizes too small, and a pair of strap-up sneakers. He wove this way and that, in a complicated pattern like he was trying out at a football combine, occasionally bounding over logs and fallen branches. The dark-skinned man, who was wearing a blue shirt and khakis, tried to tackle Ashanti, but the lithe boy made a sharp cut, and the man went skidding into the dirt. The second man, an older white gentleman with salt and pepper hair, managed to get out past Ashanti and stood between him and the car. He smiled arrogantly, knowing that he had Ashanti trapped, but froze when he heard the telltale slide of a shotgun behind him. Roscoe stood wide-legged in the dirt, with the shotgun braced against his shoulder, drawing a bead on the man's back. "Break yourself, white boy," Roscoe snapped. "Hey, take it easy, kid," the man said. When he attempted to turn around, Roscoe pressed the shotgun in his back. "They don't pay you enough for what you're about to do," Roscoe whispered in the man's ear. "Let's go, little homie," he shouted over to Ashanti. Ashanti made sure that there was extra swagger in his walk when he moved past his former jailers. He stopped short of the man Roscoe was holding at gunpoint and sized him up. All the counselors at the boys' home were assholes, but this one had been especially cruel to little Ashanti. Without warning, Ashanti drew his hand back and slapped the man so hard that the sound scared off a family of geese that had been swimming in a nearby pond. The man went to the ground in a heap, holding his jaw that had already turned bright red and was beginning to swell. "I told you one day I was going to get your ass back, pussy." Ashanti kicked him for good measure before jumping into the back seat of the car and making his escape. "You should turn this bitch around so I can let one of them pussies hold something," Ashanti said, stroking the shotgun with a look of lust in his eyes. It had been quite some time since he held a gun, and the feeling was akin to a junkie relapsing. "Shut up and give me that damn gun before you shoot one of us by accident." Roscoe snatched the gun from him and handed it to Nefertiti. "What the fuck just happened?" Nefertiti asked, looking from the gun to Ashanti nervously. He kept checking the mirrors to see if they were being followed. "A jailbreak? What the fuck does it look like?" Ashanti laughed. Nefertiti shook his head in frustration. "Only y'all 2 niggas can cook up some shit like this and manage to rope me into it too. We gonna fuck around and go to jail." Stop crying, Neff. Their system is so jammed up that they ain't even gonna bother to look for me once we cross the county line. If anything, I just freed up a bed for the next poor bastard they toss in that bitch. Roscoe, I can't tell you how happy I was when you sent word that you was busting me out. Even if it did take your ass forever to make it happen. If I had to spend one more on losing, you know you wouldn't have been that long if we were still heavy in the streets. Dog, a nigga was on twist when they laid me down. When I touched the streets again, I had to build from the ground up, Roscoe explained. I thought Neff was out there holding it down from the kites he was sending me. Son sent up mad pictures of him with mad bitches and popping bottles with some lame-ass niggas from uptown, Ashanti said. Roscoe looked at Nefertiti and then at Ashanti. Holding it down. Man, this nigga was working in the stockroom at BJ's while we were locked up. Chill, son. You know, with all that heat on us, I had to keep a low profile. Me working up there was just a front, Nefertiti boasted. Front my ass, Neff. The only reason your monkey ass ain't still working at BJ's is because they caught you stealing them frozen shrimp and fired you. Roscoe laughed. Ashanti shook his head. Shrimps, dog? Nefertiti tried to act like he was mad, but couldn't hold back the laugh any longer. Every 1st, 3rd, and 15th, I'll be posted right in the front of the check cashing spot, getting my sling on. Them government checks were going from the state to the broads to my hands. I was killing them. Now your ass is crazy, Ashanti said, wiping a tear from his eyes. Yo, Roscoe, let me see the kite, son. Roscoe handed him the letter that had been tucked in the magazine. I was so shocked that he read it twice. I can't believe it, dog. Son, do you know what this means? Roscoe nodded his head and grinned wickedly. It means that all these bitch-ass niggas are about to fall in line. Chapter 2. Malika stood under the warm spray from the shower head as it beat down on her shoulders and back. She lathered up the loofah and began to wash her breasts one at a time. She took extra care around the areolas, relishing in the sinful sensation that traveled the length of her body. It had been quite a while since Malika.
I had to fall way back because, like, bro, what the fuck be wrong with people? Like, god damn, y'all can't just motherfucking drive. I be doing weird shit while y'all drive, man. Just fucking drive. That's fucking weird ass shit, man. Damn it, don't let it be construction. This is a beautiful sunny day and you niggas acting weird. God damn. See if it was raining, storming, you couldn't see where you're going. It's just a beautiful, clear day. Why is you weird on the steering wheel, motherfucker? Be normal. Stay in your fucking lane. See all the traffic that you can't go nowhere. Moving erratic like a crackhead or some shit. Fuck wrong with you? Hit that pipe, bitch. Just calm your ass down. Stay in your fucking lane.
Still cold. You can't be serious.
Away from me, man.
Malika huffed.
I hear people probably be saying that about my car. Like, you like the fucking police, get from behind me.
From the pissy elevators to the abrupt hot water interruptions, Malika hated public housing. Growing up in an affluent neighborhood of Jamaica states all her life, she was totally unprepared for the bullshit that came with living in public housing. She thought she was spiting her parents when she'd left the nest, but had she known what was waiting for her behind door number 2, she would have listened to her mother. Malika had been the pride of their household. She had an older brother and sister. She was the baby of the family and one of the ones who showed the most promise. Her father was a respected professor at NYU, and her mother an RN at Jamaica Hospital. As a child, she wanted for nothing, but her parents also made sure she was kept on a very tight leash. Her father was a devout Muslim, but her mother wasn't, so this often caused conflict in the house. When the issue of religion was raised, her father reluctantly agreed to let the children choose their own path, but he always made sure that the presence of Islam was felt in their house. Like most young girls, Malika started feeling herself when she hit high school. She attended MLK in Manhattan, as opposed to Stuyvesant, like her parents had wanted. They thought it was because she hadn't been accepted, but unbeknownst to them, Malika had intercepted the acceptance letter and destroyed it, so they'd have to agree to let her go to King. From the first day, Malika had taken the long train ride to Manhattan to attend her new school. She was hooked on her newfound freedom. Attending high school in itself was exciting to Malika, but to be so far out of her parents' reach only added to the thrill. It didn't take long for the boys to notice the pretty caramel shorty with the supermodel smile and silky locks, and Malika soaked up the attention she got. While attending school in Queens, she often came across the same faces from year to year, but at King, all the flavors were different. It was like a great big stage, and the once quiet and reserved Malika found herself auditioning for the leading role. The summer before her junior year, Malika was a victim of her first crush. He had been a Brooklyn cat named Suede, who hustled in the projects near her neighborhood. Suede had money, cars, and the attention of every girl within a 10-block radius. Suede had chased young Malika for almost 3 months before she would even entertain a conversation with him. Their courtship went from the chase to dating to her being
They calling me talking about, oh, I sent you a code, this and that. Bitch, is you what? What? How much the bill is? Nah, I ain't selling the IG. I'm selling posts on the IG. I sell posts on the IG. I don't sell the IG. Like, I post you in my stories or something for like 24 hours to 48 hours. I sell time on that shit. I really didn't. I had forgot about IG. Like, I'll post a picture on there, but I got a millionaire mission IG that ain't popping like that. I'm trying to get popping like the main one. So yeah, man, social media is profitable, but I ain't figured out how to milk it yet. So I'm working on learning how to milk it, but to me, it just takes too much time. Like, even doing YouTube, this shit take a lot of time. Like, they gotta have money to sit around and do this shit, man. Nigga be busy, man. I need to go and come up with that song. I keep saying I'm gonna come up with a song called Busy Bitch. Busy Bitch. That's the name of the song. Busy Bitch. Motherfucker be calling me. I be like, I'm busy, bitch. What the fuck you want? Like, don't call me and how you doing? Bitch, get to the point. What the fuck you want? Like, don't waste my time, bitch. I only got 24 hours in a day. I don't got a minute to waste talking to you about no bullshit. What the fuck? Motherfucker be wanting to waste your time, bro. Like, nah, nigga, I don't want to talk, nigga. Calling me by the bill, tell me how much the bill is. Now I'm gonna send you a code. Could you confirm the code? Bitch, you just read my whole address to me. Why the fuck you gotta send me a code to confirm it's me? And you want to send the code to the number that you called. You called the phone number. I picked up. You asked me, is this your address? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna send you a code now. No, bitch, you not gonna send me nothing. Fuck you. Get off my phone. I asked the whole like, hey, you calling me about a bill? You can tell me how much the bill is so we can get it done. Oh, you have to give me the code. No, bitch, I'm driving. I'm not giving you nothing. Told that bitch, all right, we can't do no business right now. Have a good day. Hung up on that bitch. Get off my phone, bitch. Confirm my address. You calling my fucking number. Now you want to send a code to my number and want me to read it back to you before we can talk about a bill. No, bitch. Just tell me how much the bill is, who it's with. If it's mine, I'm confirming and pay it. But other than that, you ain't for the describe my day while I'm doing shit. I'm driving, bitch. I don't feel like talking about that shit. I pay it when I pay it, motherfucker. You ain't finna call, man. I don't like people calling me, asking me information anyway. Especially not no bill collector. Bitch, you better call me and tell me what bill you calling by. Calling me trying to confirm this and confirm that. Bitch, I don't know if you a scammer trying to make sure you got the right information so you could go use it and scam somewhere. So I don't be confirming all the information all the time. Hell yeah, don't call me asking me no information, bitch. If you got my number, you should know who the hell you calling. What's wrong with you? Don't call me and ask me information, ask me questions. Random ass 800 number. Bitch, who is you? Fucking scammer? Well, I don't think that was a scam. I think that was actually a bill. That was a bill. But they just wanted like too much information versus just telling me, hey, your bill is coming up or your bill's due. Like they wanted all this information while I'm fucking doing stuff. Like, don't call my phone thinking I just got time to talk to you. Because I could not be doing nothing and still don't have time to talk to you. It's my thoughts need to be spent on what my thoughts at, motherfucker. On what I'm thinking about. Not what you want me to think about. Fuck out of here. 24 hours in a day, I'm thinking about the shit I want to think about. Not the shit you want me to think about, motherfucker. What's wrong with people? You know? I be trying to be like Christ. I be trying to be godly. I promise y'all. I be trying to be a nice nigga. Sometimes I be wanting to get on this aggressive shit. It's like this little aggressiveness that's right up under the skin. That's right up under the layer of all the nice guy godly shit. It's some aggression that I could turn up with. Like, motherfucker. Well, I be like, I'm gonna stay humble. I ain't gonna be all aggressive and shit. I'm gonna just be humble, man. Like, hey. But sometimes shit be aggravating my spirit. Like, bitch. Don't play with me. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me, bitch. Fuck wrong with you? Think this is? Fuck you think this is? Motherfucker. I don't owe nobody shit. Except for them bills. And fuck them bills. They'll get paid when they get paid. They ain't putting no pressure on me. Oh, we're gonna close your account. Close it, bitch. Fuck wrong with you? Thank God ain't none of them accounts got closed recently. But yeah, nigga, if it ain't no money, you can't get blood from a turtle, bitch. Yeah, calling me with that bullshit. Don't be aggravating me, bitch. Let's thought about it. Pussy, po ass hoe. Fuck, nigga. Don't be calling my phone. Pussy. Fuck wrong with you? Not today, bitch. Nah, I ain't feeling it today, bitch. I ain't feeling it today, bitch. Fuck you. That's how I'm feeling today. Fuck you too, motherfucker. It's fuck me, then it's fuck you too. You understand? I know I ain't supposed to treat you like you treat me, but fuck you too, nigga. It's fuck me, then it's fuck you, alright? Alright. We'll be back being godly and calm in a minute. We gotta let Jesus, Father up to heaven in Jesus' name, calm my spirit. Keep me humble. Let me remain humble and focused on the things you want me to focus on, Lord. Let me not be ghetto and aggressive in Jesus' name. Amen. I gotta be a better person. I do not want to be that ghetto aggressive ass nigga I used to be. No. That nigga didn't give a fuck about shit or nobody, bitch. You hear me? Nigga ain't give a fuck about nothing or nobody. Why is you on your brakes and nobody's in front of you, bro? Why is you in this lane? Just go to the right and get in the slow lane. Goodness gracious. And I be trying to say like, man, I don't know, maybe they just touching their brakes or something, but it's weird when a fucking truck is behind you and there's no car in front of you for like 2 football lengths, field lengths, and you fucking on your brakes. Why are you touching your brakes and you see a truck coming up behind you? Trying to get some insurance money or something? Listen, nobody better not never do that shit to me. Nobody better not never do that to me. Like jump in front of me and slam on their brakes, and I see that that's what they doing. I'ma ram they pussy ass. Hell yeah. Hopefully it's a highway camera around that can show that just what they did. Got in front of me and got on their brakes, and I ain't even touch mine. I just smacked they bitch ass. Get your fuck ass out the way. Yeah, I ain't gonna even try to break if a bitch get in front of me and do that dumb ass shit like they finna get some insurance money. You gonna fuck up my license and my money because I'm on the low going to get some money, and you just gonna jump in front of me and hit your brakes because you tired of paying your high ass payment. All right, hopefully I don't crush your ass into no wall, but don't jump in front of me. I'm gonna treat your ass like a deal. Bitch, I ain't swerving, I ain't hitting my brakes. I'm gonna pop your ass. Deal better not jump his ass out here thinking I'm gonna swerve and be in the bushes or hit a wall. I'm gonna pop they fuck ass. You wanted to commit suicide, today was the day, bitch. Goodbye. You can go to the upper room, motherfucker, playing with me. Jump your ass in front of this truck if you want. Think I'm finna swerve and flip it over or roll it over and crash it. Nope. Grab my hands on both the steering wheel and gas down. Put the pedal to the metal, smack a bitch. Get the fuck out the way, bitch. Now boom, move, bitch. Get out the way. Get somebody say I look like Mystical. Be like, move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. I'm just talking shit, y'all, but yeah, sometimes I have to put that aggressive shit back up. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas can get their whole dome popped on some aggressive shit. Because you talking shit to somebody and you don't know these people got a gun in their pussy and they'll shoot you. Because they ain't never had a fight in their life and they scared to fight. So they want to shoot some shit. So yeah, I have to keep that aggression calm. Because you know what I'm saying? You got pussy niggas out here with guns that'll kill you. These niggas don't want to fight. These niggas ain't never had a fight in their life. They will fight. They'll kill your ass and go to prison and then kill themselves because they can't handle being in prison. You feel me? So I try to stay and keep myself calm. I be talking to my people too, because a lot of the females in my family are aggressive too. Like, I be trying to tell them, like, hey, don't be out here arguing with these niggas. It ain't that a nigga scared. It's just that I know some niggas will beat your ass like you a man and wouldn't fight a man. But because you a woman, they'll beat your ass. Like, yeah, you just can't overpower a man because you a pussy. You feel me? You a woman. You gotta stay in a woman's place. Don't be out here like you badass, jumping in niggas' face, putting your hands on niggas. Cause yeah, it ain't like back in the day where it used to be like niggas respected women and all that shit. These pussy niggas is bitches too. So you gotta be just careful and stay safe out here. You got to be careful and stay safe out, child. You dig what the hell I'm talking about? Interest in fuel lane. What a fucking... Okay. There's a lot of people in the world, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of upset people in the world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is upset because they ain't got no finances. Kind of broke. You know what I'm saying? Broke, motherfucker. Broke, motherfucker. Damn, did we have music in this In this video, I don't think we had no copyrighted music. We should be good. But yeah, we ain't going for the bullshit. I had to tell myself to remain calm out here. You gotta stay a calm fella, man. You can't be all aggressive all the time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a calm dude, man. Like, it's not that serious, you feel me? It's never that serious. Fuck that. We out here to get us some bread, That's it. We ain't out here for nothing else. We get us some motherfucking money. Get us some motherfucking money, eyes. Okay? We ain't on none of the fuckery. We just wanna get us some money. Stay out the way. That's it. Get us some money and stay out the way. Okay? Get you some moolah and stay out the woolah. I don't want nothing to do with the hoorah. I want to get me some moolah, stay out of the booyah, and nothing to do with the hoorah. Okay? Okay. Yeah, man. Amazon be on bullshit too. How the fuck Amazon, Walmart, and Publix, they all be on bullshit when it come to these loads. Cause they'll fucking have you scheduled, and then when you get there, if your ass ain't on time. Is that a junkyard? I think I found a magnificent junkyard. I'm gonna go see if they got some of the Benz parts. We might have found some of the Benz parts, y'all. Oh look, cause I got the paperwork that say what parts I think I got the paperwork in here that say what parts I need for the Benz. I really want to sell the Benz, but if I can just go ahead, I already got the dope. So if I get some of them other parts that they saying, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Benz in the shop. I really want to sell that shit, but I just get another one. I'm saying that's how I feel about it. I just get a whole nother one. Like, I'm out here doing pretty good. I just get a whole nother fucking Benz. Hold up, swole up. Somebody out here working on trucks. Somebody out here working on something. No damn well they ain't supposed to be in this parking lot working. But it looked like I see a, what I want to call a goddamn junkyard right next to the fucking stop. If that's a junkyard like I think it is, I'm finna go see if they got some of the parts to the fucking Benz. And I will get them. Because, hey, whether I sell it or fix it, if I sell it, then I'm just going to up the price on what I'm selling it for. Because I got the parts you need to fix it now. So I can up the price on what I'm selling it for. You feel me? We're going to go in that parking spot, Gotta take our little break right quick. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all riding out with me. You know what I'm saying? Promise y'all we'll be doing more shit when I get back to the city. We're gonna find something to get into. Give y'all some interesting vlogs since y'all just be out here working on the truck with me. Y'all basically working with me, you feel me? My bad, that was the wrong cash out too. It's supposed to be a #1 in front of that milk tasty. Hope none of y'all ain't sent no money over there. Supposed to be a 1 in front of the milk tasty. How I slipped and did that? It's like a crackhead truck stop, I ain't gonna lie. It look like a crackhead truck stop right here. Like somebody might be coming through the parking lot like, you got some dope? Got some dope, guy? You wanna get high? We had the crackhead truck stop and they got a, crackhead truck stop and they got a, looks to be like, it might be an auction though. But now I see a lot of damaged cars, but they be having damaged cars at them auctions too. So I don't know, I gotta go over there and see if that's a parts place. Matter of fact, Google is your friend. All right, y'all. Milkman, Mr. Milk-tastic, coming back at you with another episode. We've been riding out for a minute, and I appreciate y'all riding with me. I'm going to handle a little business. Feeling so good, feeling so great. We still got about 6 hours 6 hours or something like that to knock out. So I will be back. Milkman, Mr. Milktastic. Hope y'all got something from the scripture reading. And yeah, we're gonna keep milking the block the Milky Way. Remember what I say. Every day, get on one. Millionaire Mission. Clothing. Put on something. Also, Millionaire Mission. Profit driven. The Milky Way. What does that mean? That means I'm driven to get a profit for this product. Do you understand? Do you understand? It's a fee on these. To hit that subscribe button, it's free $99. To hit that like button, it's free $99. It's a fee on these. These is not free. Okay, cousins, uncles, aunties, family members, people that's following me from other social medias that know me. If you know me in personal, like in real life, and you know, this shit is not free. This is not a promotional product. This is like Nike, like Adidas, like Reebok. You gotta pay. People be thinking you just got free products. Oh yeah, let me get one. Let me get a 20. Nigga. Get you some money, man. It'll make your life better, man. Let me go take this break and see what we're gonna do. How many of y'all was voting on that though? A couple of y'all was voting on that. A couple haters said no on the Cash App. Bitch, that was the wrong Cash App anyway. I'm gonna come back and put the right one on there and see if we got some good people, because it was like 33% said yes and 67% said no. I need a Cash App. Who paying for lunch today? Nah, let me stop. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Milkman, Mr. Milktastic. Appreciate all the subscribers. We working on getting 100K subscribers. Just like that. Jack, we'll be back.